Oh, pardon me.
Hello, 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 everyone. What is going on? Welcome back to the Banterous Hour with the guest of the hour, MollyBoy TV.
Here I am. Hello. Welcome. Let's have some fun.
So, very many commenters rolling up. I'll get some comments up. You put not long to go. Jennifer put hi. Gal put I'll be in. Jennifer put how are you?
It still says on my phone that you're going live in 8 minutes.
Oh, it's because I didn't schedule it properly. I scheduled it for like 10 minutes time, but yeah. Oh well. We're live now, so it's what it is.
Cool.
Marianne put love from Seattle. Good luck, have fun. Hi from Northern Carolina. Hello.
There's a lot of the moderators here, to be fair.
Radiohead, please. Yeah, Radiohead. I know you've listened to didn't you listen to Creep a few months ago?
Oh God, it was about 8 months ago, 10 months ago.
8 months, damn. Yeah, you should listen to more of their songs, man.
Yeah, there's a lot I need to do.
That slaps. Karma, please slaps. No surprise slaps.
I think I did Paranoid Android.
Oh, did you? Fair play.
That one was not long after. Oh my God, what the fuck, Creep?
Yeah.
My mind went blank then. Yeah, I think it was not long after that one.
Forgot that one, man. But that song slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Karma Police is great, as I say. If you get a chance to watch, to listen to that one, that's great. They just got they're just very unique with their music. I just like how they don't sound next level sad and like I don't know, like they don't sound next level depressing, but they sound like they've got a lot of they just sound really powerful. I can't explain it. And the dude's voice, it sounds like he actually has had a lot of bad stuff happen in his life. The vocalist.
I remember when I listened to Paranoid Android as well, I was like, this is so much fucking different from Creep.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just get a few more comments up. I've never had this many people on a Banterous Hour stream, so I won't be able to get look at every comment.
What's going on, peeps? It's nice to see you all here. I've got the chat up on my phone, so as we're going through, I'll speak to people and stuff as well.
Hi from Manchester. Talking to Manchester, Oasis performing. What do you think? What do you think of them getting back together and their performance?
You know what? I'm going to say it. I don't really care for Oasis.
Damn, you don't care for their music at all?
Not really.
Damn, I'm shocked, man.
I've never been like, yo, let's put on Oasis.
Damn.
I don't know why. I mean, they're obviously a good group. They've sold, what, millions of records, but for me, it's just something I'm not into.
Yeah. Will you ever be reacting to them?
Probably not, because there is a lot I've already heard anyway.
Fair enough. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, I won't lie. I'm the complete opposite. They're my number one favourite band. I do like a lot of the albums.
I remember you've said that before, though, haven't you? I'm sure I remember that, yeah.
I think they're absolutely class, and granted, some people don't like them because they're pretty... In the past, they've been pretty mean to some of the audience, but they're just completely being themselves. It's better to completely be yourself on stage than be someone who's like all buddy-buddy with the audience on stage, and then you're like, get away from me, you peasants, and you spit on them all as you're leaving. I'd rather someone just be honest and upfront and be who they actually are.
Yeah, and it's not... I'm not bothered by them. Like, Liam and Noel, do whatever you want. It's just the music just isn't for me.
Yeah. Fair enough, man. But all I'll say is, if you've only listened to the big hits, delve a bit deeper. Don't necessarily do a reaction video to them, but maybe try and
just check it out.
Give a few of their songs a go. Slide Away, my favourite song. They've done absolutely amazing. Underneath the Sky, relatable, brilliant tune. What other great songs have they done? It's Getting Better, Man. That's a great song about, like, you know, people going through a hard time and all that stuff.
I mean, they're clearly good because they're on a fucking tour and they're selling out. So, I don't know. I just never had the appeal for them.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
Maybe when I was younger, but not now.
So, I just want to say something right now. I know I mentioned earlier, I haven't had this many viewers at once. But, you know, when you first started going live, like when you first made the YouTube comeback, and you had a fair few people watching, all these new fans, did you ever feel like, I don't know, worried that you're going to say something daft that gets clipped and then everyone's like going mad at you?
I wasn't worried about being clipped, but I was worried that I would say something that would piss people off. And I was for fucking months, actually, probably a year.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where I was like, you know what? I don't care if I say something. I never say anything purposely to offend anyone. If I say something that offends someone, my apologies, but I obviously didn't mean it. So I think a lot of the times it's not even what you say, it's just how people want to respond. If people don't like you, they'll find anything that you say. They will, any excuse to just be a dick, they will do it. Luckily, I don't have that many people that are horrible.
Yeah.
I'd say a good solid like 95% of everybody that's ever came to the channel has been really nice. But you do get the odd 5%. And half the time, I'll either ignore them or I'll say something and then I'll just block them so they can't respond.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's the best way to be. I mean, I've seen some people when they're streaming, like the speedrunner I watch called Shift. He'll block people, but over pretty much nothing, and he'll start making a big deal and giving them all the attention. It's like one fan who was subscribed to him for years and years, because this streamer Shift has started like raging quite hard at his speedruns, which is understandable. He's speedrunning a hard game, but the audience member put, I don't want to see you keep declining mentally. I don't want to see you keep going down this dark path where you're just raging and screaming and going, you know, like, bro, I'll have to send you his rages later. He goes ballistic. And people used to rage back in the day, and it was accepted for gaming people to rage, but he just gets next level pissed off, man. Then when people, I think the main thing people get annoyed at is when people show concern, he gets angry. So someone, but I've been subscribed to your Twitch for all these years. I don't want to see you go down this hole. And he's like, I want to refund you all that money. I want to refund you every bit of it. I've had enough of you. And bro, if that was me, I'd just say, well, thank you for your support. Sorry I made you feel that way, I guess.
Exactly. I mean, that reminds me, actually, there was this one time, I won't say names because I can't actually remember what her name was, but on Patreon, this woman had joined, and in all fairness, she did say that she had bipolar, which is fine, but she'd be really nice one day, and then the next day she'd be absolutely horrible. She'd cancel a subscription. She'd say everything under the fucking sun to me. No. And then the next day she'd be back and she'd send me like £50 to say sorry. I was like, okay. It happened honestly about 4 or 5 times. And then it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. So I just had to block them. But it was good while it lasted. That
is definitely interesting. With the rest of the people in the chat questioning her behavior, or were they just like, oh, this is just how she typically is?
Yeah, there was I think the majority of people on Patreon were just telling her to fuck off, basically.
Okay. I guess that's fair enough. I mean, the thing is, if you've got these issues, you probably should just put the phone down, you know, and just stuff the socials. I'll get a few more comments up though. Hi, Jimmy. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lola.
I had one recently. I won't go too much into it in case the person's watching. I'm trying to kind of ignore them at the minute because it's just ridiculous. But they said something was going on in their life. They'd found me and they were starting to feel better. So I responded. I was like, I'm glad that you get enjoyment from the videos. I'm sorry you're going through certain things. Hopefully things get better, blah, blah, blah. And then a couple of days after, they posted a video about me. It wasn't titled about me, but I know it was about me, saying that I had caused them to spiral again. And I was like, I haven't done anything. So what? I don't get how I've caused that, but now I'm just completely not responding.
Absolute madness. What would people publicly make a video saying, I've been caused to spiral today, man, and because of my favorite YouTuber, man. It's just a bit like, the thing is, I respect people having bad issues, and I don't mind people posting a bit on social media when something horrendous happens. But I see some people that like post their whole lives on social media, man. This can't be good in the long run because you've got bits that people can just use against you and throw in your face, and it's no good. Like, I feel like, you know, for me, I pray to the Almighty when I've got issues. That's the being that I talk to, and everyone's got their own things and their own ways of dealing with it. But putting it out there publicly for the whole world to see, in my opinion, that's not the best way to deal with it.
And this same person, so basically, I'd been nice to them. I'd said, I appreciate you being here, blah, blah. And then I noticed a couple of days after they'd posted a video onto their YouTube channel, quite a racist video. And I was like, I can't really be seen associated with you now. I don't know you personally anyway. I don't agree with what you've said. It's time for me to take a step back. Like, you want to do that, whatever. It's got nothing to do with me. I ain't getting involved. I think because of that, because I stopped showing the person attention, that's when they started to say that I was making them spiral, basically. And I was like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just preposterous stuff. I feel like some people I feel like it's nice to have a certain respectful friendship with like content creators, like a respectful sort of acquaintance type friendship with a content creator, and just be respectful in the comments and have a laugh and be entertained and enjoy yourself. The content creator's there to be to entertain. It's not like this person's your brother or your partner or your uncle or your aunt or your cousin or your boss. It's just some person on the internet behind a screen. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's good. You can value content creators, but getting like wanting to try and get next level close to them is a little bit crazy.
It's like every comment I get, it's impossible for me now to read every comment. I used to try and do that. Now I will read as many as I can. But if I'm sitting here reading every comment, I'll never upload videos because there's literally no time. I get something like 40,000 comments a month. So I was like, I've got to not read some of them here. But I try and, as I was saying, I try and interact with everyone. I try and, be positive and just keep that sort of energy. But then I think sometimes like I'll be nice and it just backfires on me. I'm like, what am I supposed to do then?
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's a very, very small amount though. Like I'm talking one in 5,000 people, 10,000 people maybe.
Mm. Yeah, and I guess some people, you got to think like a lot of people are probably watching your content after work or after college or whatever, and they're just coming, sitting down, put a few comments and have a laugh. Some people, they just spend all their time online and they're chronically online and they're just going mad and they're like, just always watching creators, always getting sucked in, and it's just no good for people. Monica's put amen, Jimmy. Declan makes us all spiral.
What was I going to say? I've completely forgot what I was going to say. It was something to what you literally just said, and it was a good fucking point. I've just forgot.
Something that I was going to bring up, because I was just getting the topics up, but something I did want to bring up instead is, no bias. I'm not just saying this because a lot of people are watching right now, but your fan base seems really sound from all the comments and stuff.
My fan base, honestly, I think is the best fan base I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like no BS or anything.
No, like genuinely, like somebody pointed out to me a few weeks ago that out of all the reaction channels, I probably get the best like to view ratio. And I had a look, and I probably do, to be honest. Everyone's always engaging. I get so many comments. Everyone's lovely, and I honestly couldn't wish for a better community. It's just the best.
Yeah, solid, man. That's very wholesome to hear. Because I was going to quickly bring up how, I don't know if you ever watched this podcast. On the old podcast, ALP podcast, I did one with this YouTuber called Jersey Boy who doesn't upload anymore. He was the geezer I did the Callum's Corner podcast with, and I was raving to you saying, look, I'm on a podcast with Callum's Corner, going mad.
Yeah.
So his fan base, bro, again, I'm not poo-pooing anyone. They were just like, a lot of them were sound, but there was a few of them who were just having a go, saying, oh, you're all a bunch of bums, you're all lame asses. To me, Hey Kill, Jersey. So this is Jersey's fans having a go at him. And then a load of them joined the server and started spamming stuff in the server and started trying to destroy the server and stuff and like spam at everyone. I just think like, damn, I feel bad for him, his fan base. Like, because the Callum's Corner community, they are mostly sound, but they're very, they like to take jokes a bit too far.
I was going to say, they're off the fucking heads.
Don't let the crazies get you down, lads. You're good souls. Just ignore them because they'll go away eventually. Yeah, 100%. Bang on, Tracy.
That's the best thing to do, is don't even acknowledge the stupid comments, and then they stop trying. Yeah,
exactly. On that podcast, it was a few years ago, but I'm pretty sure Aaron was on there as well, and me and Aaron were just like ignoring them and just being like, yeah, it's whatever. But when they started messing up in the server, I got a bit annoyed, but I thought, you know what, I've gone on a podcast with Jersey, and at the end of the day, that's how his fan base is. Callum has to deal with this all the time, man. The sort of disturbing stuff that they put on his streams, bro, is just... I'm not going to get into it on here because it's next level filthy what they put on his streams. I'll tell you after the podcast, but
yeah.
Like iconic explicit videos. They sort of put those things on his screen, and he has to watch them. And he accidentally got one up on Twitch once. So he nearly got banned. It was electric eel or a snake going up someone's.
Oh
going
my
on something
god.
else. And he was like, no, 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 and he was like trying to get rid of it. And I'm like, bloody hell, this is his fans. Although they pay him a lot of money because they donate loads of money, like bloody hell. It's just
You
not.
remember? You remember years ago when I was living in Devon, I used to do the live streaming.
Yeah.
So obviously, I had an email address for people to send their music in, and I would listen to it.
Mhm.
Luckily, because I'm not stupid, I used to put it up on a separate tab so I could make sure it was actually a fucking song. Somebody had, you know, where you can like shorten links so you can't actually see what the link is.
Yeah.
I got an email with that, and I was like, okay, I'm not dumb. I know something's up here. So I opened it off camera, and somebody had sent me porn basically.
Oh, that's pretty
Because
cringy.
they wanted me to open it on the stream, and I was like, "You are fucking stupid. I'm not doing that."
Madness, isn't it, man? It's just, I guess it's just the temptation for trolls, isn't it? You know, I think, oh, let's just get a good laugh out of this. Auntie has put a very respectful comment there.
Those of us who have lived that music for decades get a real kick out of watching you discover it. I love discovering it myself, to be honest. I think it's a win that I'm getting to discover all this new music anyway, and then it's another win, the fact that people are watching me discover it and people fucking enjoy it so much. I never, you know, when I first started, it started out as a full-on hobby. I was bored of the music I was listening to. I wanted to find something else, and I thought, if I do reactions, hopefully some people will watch, they'll be able to recommend some stuff. I never in a million years thought that, one, I'd get a plaque and like 60,000, 65,000 views in 24 hours on a video. Didn't think that was going to happen, but it did. And it's, although I have like all these copyright claims and whatever that fucking mess me up, it has still changed my life tremendously, and I'm very grateful for it.
Because you said in the past how you want to do like something creative like this, you'd hate doing like 9 to 5 and all that stuff. So it's good that you've, you know, achieved that goal, and hopefully you can maintain that goal for the rest of your life, you know.
I hope so.
It's one of those difficult things, YouTube, and we see a lot of people rise and fall, and
and I think that's what scares me the most every day. But I'm constantly trying to think of not ways to change, because I always want to do my reactions, but I'm trying to think of ways to just make each one better and, you know, just grow as a channel. I don't ever want to fall off, because I think that would make me depressed if I fell off.
Yeah, it's one of those difficult things, man. But at the end of the day, all I can say about the YouTubers that do fall off, you just got to keep throwing poo at the wall and see what sticks, man. It isn't impossible to come back. Like, you know, you had your old little quit live streams where people are sending music in, as you mentioned a few minutes ago. And at the end of the day, those, you know, you took a break from YouTube and you came back and made it even bigger. So it's possible to completely cut everything off and not do anything and then come back and gradually build something up. It just takes a lot of time and effort and energy, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think my plan is I'll always keep this reaction channel. I'll always upload to it. But I do want to try new things as well, because I've always been a creative person, and I've always been this sort of person that doesn't just want to stick to one thing all the time. I like to do many different things. That's why I'm doing the documentary. That's why we're going traveling. Like, I will make sure to maintain this channel I've got, because it made me who I am. But also, there's nothing wrong with getting bigger and working harder. So that's just what I want to do.
Yeah, 100%. And it's nice to see, like, you know, again, no bias to you, but I know I mentioned it years ago, but I always, I try not to get jealous or envious of anyone nowadays. Like, you know, no matter how cool or how uncool they are or whatever. But I said it years ago, man. I am glad that, you know, you've done well, because it shows me that, you know, Sound as a Pound people do make, you know, strides and get places. You know, it's not just like people who do nasty things online and say nasty things and have done nasty things, like the Logan Pauls and the Jake Pauls of the world, who aren't as bad as they used to be. But you think in your head, like, this is who kids are going to look up to and want to aspire to be like. I think they're so nasty. Why do they get all this good fortune? But the world is a bit unfair, and all you can do is, I guess all I do is pray that they clean up their act and get better. And like Logan, for example, the latest mad thing he did was scam a lot of people. But obviously, my point is, I try not to get envious or jealous of people anymore. But even with my mentality now, my mentality back then, it is good to see Sound as a Pound people like yourself get somewhere and, you know, build communities and all that, and have a laugh.
I appreciate it.
But
you got 60 people watching.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I haven't seen any creators that work harder than Declan. All of us who are I truly appreciate his focused personality. He's carving out his own niche. Yeah, for sure. Because again, no bias, but I have tried watching a lot of reactionist people, And back in the day, I'll put my hands up in the air. I did say to you, don't make reaction videos. I don't like reaction videos, man. It's just people eating crisps and looking at a screen and all this stuff. But obviously, you're actually pausing the video and saying stuff. You're not just eating crisps and looking at the screen. And you know,
I
you made
remember that.
when you first started doing it. I mean, I did enjoy what you were doing, but I thought like, I don't know. I'm glad it never devolved into just eating crisps. You're keeping the same energy that you did from day one to now. You know.
I remember way back at college when you first said, "Oh, reaction videos are pointless. There's no effort, all this sort of stuff." And then, to an extent, I agree. There's a lot of people out there who don't do anything; they just sit and just watch. And to me, one, keep it authentic, but two, I mean, sometimes I get people moaning that I pause videos and stuff. I don't care if I don't pause the video. Yeah, if I don't pause it, I'm going to forget what I want to say, and then the video will be boring. So the best thing to do is stay authentic. Just show the emotions that you're going through at the time.
Yeah.
Don't hide into a little ball. And yeah, that's when you get the best ones. To be honest, though, it does help that the music I'm listening to is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, true.
If it was terrible, it would be very hard for me to say like things about it that I enjoy and stuff like that.
Well, then you'd just be eating crisps and looking at the screen, wouldn't you? So
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, even when you've shed a tear in videos, and stuff, and I'm thinking to myself like, oh, okay, George has got me. I knew George would type this in. Deck for a background. George, my mate George, who's a fellow co-host, he's made a channel called ALP Podcast where he has restarted the podcast. Because basically ages ago I said to him, bro, I'm making a new podcast. I'm not calling it ALP Podcast. I want to start something new. And he said, well, what if someone steals the ALP Podcast name? And I said, bro, I don't care. They can have it if they want. There can be a million other ALP podcasts. So then a few minutes later, he does this. He makes a new podcast and calls it ALP Podcast. I'm like, for goodness sake, bro. But yeah, I do full-on reaction videos now, like podcasts where we react to drama and stuff. So I'm a bit of a hypocrite to my old self, but I try to keep it as banterous and as authentic.
Yeah, and it's just acknowledge what you're reacting to. That's the best thing to do. Don't just fucking sit there.
Yeah, 100%, man.
But also, it doesn't matter that he's taken the name because look at how well yours is doing now.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I'm very happy with the Banterous Hour. It made me motivated because I do stuff that I actually want to do. I talk about films I actually want to do. I don't just keep sting for him, James. Oh dear. Don't mind when you pause it. Oh, you have great reactions. It's awesome to see how much you enjoy the music I grew up with.
Thank you very much.
But
you guys did go. Oh, hold on, my camera's froze. You guys did grow up with the best music. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, they're all. Well, you're all insanely lucky, that you grew up with Dire Straits, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, even the Red Hot Chili Peppers to an extent because they were making songs in the late 80s.
It's mad that you just mentioned as well about when I shed a tear in videos and stuff. I've always been like that, but I always thought that it would never happen while I'm recording because I wouldn't want to embarrass myself. But to be fair, I don't give a shit. When I have this weird thing where like I'll listen to music and it does make me feel emotional, especially when I was at the Black Sabbath concert. Mate, you should have fucking seen me there. Like I was holding the tears back. I was like, man, this is crazy. So I'm kind of glad that, or just because I'm recording, it doesn't stop the way I truly feel.
Yeah, man, 100%. Did see a comment. Jimmy, tell us more about your channel. I've got a few channels. I've got this channel called James the Banterous, and I've also got one called James the Coltrane where I post like just regular videos. I'm working on a big Red Dead Redemption 2 video at the moment. Got about 30 minutes of that done, so I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it will be the best video I've done, but I'm hoping so. But with this channel, I just like talking about films and I guess having a laugh with my mates. And there are some wild podcasts that do get a bit mad sometimes with my mate GC's antics, but he means well. So yeah, they do get a bit wild, some of these podcasts. I say it's a bit similar to the Ricky Gervais, Carl Pilkington, Steve Merchant, XFM, with how wild it gets, just some daftness. But when I can keep it professional on track, I like to try my best to, especially ones with guests. But yeah, this podcast is purely a podcast channel, and my channel, James the Coltrane, I talk about video games and other stuff on there more so.
Do you find that, your little documentaries that you used to make, do you find they take fucking forever to edit?
Yeah, I mean, even the one, there was a collecting doc, bro, that took ages, man. That was like a ball ache. Like, because the problem is, I try to do like a proper documentary. Like, I did a segment with my mate Aaron. I did a segment with George, who GC, who's done a lot of collecting, who knows a lot about collecting. And then I'm filming a lot of my collectibles. I'm getting all my collectibles out and filming them all. And I'm like, bloody hell, this is taking forever, man. So all of them, especially this Red Dead one, man, because it's going to be like 40 minutes to an hour. It's taking bloody. It's probably going to be 50 minutes. It's taking forever, man.
It's like this one that I'm working on for tomorrow. I obviously had to go out. I had to get B-roll shots, which I've never done before. I've had to obviously get shots of me talking. I've got my microphone, so sometimes I'm standing far away from the camera, but you can still hear me. Yeah. Shit like that.
George, you're an idiot for saying so. I don't swing for the home team. People's business is their business. I like big booty baddies, curvy baddies. Thank you. Just clearing that up because GC is going to put more stuff on there.
Yeah, like it just seems to be taking forever, and I'll be editing it, and obviously I've got to watch it through so many times to make sure everything's perfect, to make sure you can hear me properly. And it's got to a point now where I'm like, this video is shit. But I know it's not, but I've just watched it so many times. I'm like, I hope that this video is actually entertaining for people. Yeah,
man. It's one of those things, like I said, if you ever got to a point, which I don't think it'll happen anytime soon, but if you ever got to a point where you're thinking, damn, what do I do here? Or the videos don't get as many views as they used to, you just got to throw poo at the wall. Could you handle all of MollyBoy's subscribers all at once? Or I don't know. Like, I think the amount of people that are here now is pretty cool. But obviously, if there was thousands of people watching, I'd be a little bit nervous, to be honest. I'd be thinking, you know, it's an unknown territory for me, you know. So I'll be a bit like, I'd just be a bit, I don't know what to say. But I'll be pretty interested with it. Hopefully I'll get used to it.
I never, ever got scared at the fact of loads of people were going to be watching. Once I saw the channel starting to pick up, I was glad. Like, I honestly think I was born to do something like this, or to be on TV or what, because I absolutely love doing this sort of stuff, and it doesn't scare me at all. The only thing that does scare me is when I'm out in the middle of Birmingham and I've got Storm recording me with the camera like this, and I'm talking, trying to do my documentary, and people are walking past me, staring at me. That fucking does my head in, but it has to be done.
I mean, thing is, in a town not too far away from Birmingham, which I won't say because I don't want to dox anything or anyone, but, one of my mates and someone else, they were both filming a part of a film, and the police got called on them. This was in broad daylight in a sort of safer part of like a sort of safe-ish town in Birmingham.
Safe-ish town in Birmingham? What safe town are you on about?
I don't know, somewhere outside the city centre.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say safe, but you know what I'm saying. Like, the camera wasn't going to get robbed in broad daylight, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And the police got called on them, and they weren't making anything bad or anything stupid. And it's like, in a city, well, I guess in a city it's more common for people to be filming and having a laugh. But also, if I was filming in Birmingham, I'd be concerned that the camera's going to get bloody robbed.
To be fair, I wasn't worried about that. I didn't like the fact that people were staring at me, and there was a few people actually that would walk past and make comments, and I was just like, you're hilarious, well done.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I'm doing something I love, I'm going to get paid for it. You don't even know me, you're just walking past making a stupid comment. Carry on.
Yeah, exactly, man. You'll get in the big leagues, they're just walking by, I guess. You know, you just got to leave people to their business, as long as they're not being disruptive. Who cares, innit? You know.
Exactly.
That's just how it is.
Man, we've got a lot of people on here. I didn't think this many people would join. How's everyone doing, man? I have got the chat up, so I am reading a lot of the comments. Slatanic said, can't wait for the documentary. I hope people enjoy it. You should. It is quite a good one. I've put my effort into doing it, so hopefully it should be good. You guys live your dreams. Exactly. That's what life's about. Life's about living.
Yeah, you know, you've 100%, you know, bang on the money. As long as your dreams are healthy and productive, and your goals are, you know, healthy, and you're not like selling your soul or anything crazy, I feel like following your dreams is good in a healthy, productive manner. You know, like, even though my channel I haven't really got anywhere with YouTube myself, you know, I'm just going to keep trying and throwing poo at the wall and see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Sorry, my fucking camera's gone off again. I don't know why my computer does this.
For me, it's just all about, you know, throwing poo at the wall and just seeing what sticks, and try and have a laugh and do stuff that you enjoy.
Just ignore people staring at you. We love you. That's all that matters. Exactly.
Very.
I love you too, man.
So, one thing that I was going to bring up.
Oh, quickly, guys, please don't forget to leave a like on this podcast as well. Help James out. Leave a like, show the support. I really appreciate you all being here too.
Thank you all. Dream on, dream on.
I can't believe
Dream until your dream comes true.
I can't believe I got to see Steven Tyler live. That was one of the highlights.
Fair dues, man. Solid. To be fair, I didn't look at that lineup. To be fair, I don't really look at like the live music that much. To be honest with you,
it was a brilliant one. Brilliant.
I know you sent me the video Metallica on the guitar, and as much as it's not my sort of music anymore, brother, I love the instrumentals that they do, man. All that, man. I love it, man. Same as Black Sabbath. As much as that isn't my life has changed a lot, so I'm not really into that music anymore. But like, I still love the instrumentals, and they're still objectively amazing bands. They still make amazing stuff, and I still do enjoy some of their tunes, like Metallica. I enjoy Nothing Else Matters a lot, man. That's an absolutely moving tune to me.
That's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard.
Yeah. But I know some of their fans are a bit like, oh, it's not like all the other stuff. But sometimes when you make stuff that isn't like all the other stuff, it becomes some of your best stuff.
Yeah, and it hits the most. I mean, a lot of people, when I first started doing Metallica reactions, would say to me, do not go past the first 5 albums. And to be honest, I haven't reacted to the later albums. I've heard some songs off it, though, which obviously I won't react to now. But some of the songs are just as good. I get where people are coming from. Like they kind of moved away from thrash metal, but Metallica are fucking Metallica, man. Like I don't care what they put out. I'll always support Metallica.
Yeah, that's fair, man. Everyone's got the bands that they like quite a bit. We've got, what's your favourite now, Jimmy? I've tried listening to the what they called the Royal Oyster, the Blue Oyster Cult. I started listening to them today. They're pretty all right. But my favourites now are Oasis, Elvis, Billy Joel, David Bowie, Dire Straits, man. Absolutely love listening to them. I guess, they're probably all my favourite. I like REM quite a bit. That's one thing I really wanted to ask you. Now that I've got you on the podcast, will you do a reaction to The Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight and Man on the Moon, those 2 songs? Because they absolutely slap, man.
By who? REM?
REM.
I can have a look.
Yeah, bro, give those 2 a listen, man, because Man on the Moon is just...
I do like REM, to be honest. From the stuff that I've heard, they are fucking excellent.
And Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight is one of my favourite songs of all time. I like how it has a... I don't want to spoil too much because of because if you react to it, I want you to, not know anything about the songs, but Man on the Moon's sort of about this... It's about this comedian who died quite young because he smoked too much.
Okay.
And then the Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight, it's quite it's open to what it's about, I guess. It's like you can pull loads of different meanings from it, but it's saying sort of depressing things, but the song itself is quite fun and upbeat. But Michael Stipe has never performed it live because he says it's too much of an upbeat, happy song. But it's like, bro, come on, man. Like, this is an amazing tune and there's deeper, sadder meanings to it,
I just want to point out, guys, that I've said before, I don't have any friends close to me that listen to this sort of music. James doesn't live near where I live. I don't see James in person, so he obviously would listen to this sort of music, but we don't discuss music. Just letting you know.
Yeah, that's REM. Yeah, I do live a fair distance away from Deck, but I'm not going to dox myself or anything. Yeah. We should do some booze in one of the days, man. That'd be good.
I was going to say, when was the last time we saw each other in person?
I think it was in college when you was doing that music.
The second time I went, wasn't it?
I was like, oh, you're right, mate.
So it was like 2018.
I think I nearly tried to meet up with you in Devon, but you weren't able to. You wasn't able to pick me up. You said, "Oh, you're busy."
My car was gone as well. That little blue bag of shit that I had.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully we can get booze in one of those, man. That would be a good laugh.
Mate, I'd love to have a piss up.
How about more female musicians on your channel? I love Stevie Nicks. You should check out Bonnie Raitt, redheaded, brilliant singer. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. Brilliant singer, slide artist. She's a legend.
I've never heard of her, but I can check it out. I'm all for more female musicians. I did start doing a lot more just because and it wasn't like I wasn't doing it purposely. I just didn't realize I wasn't doing many female artists. So yes, I will definitely do more females.
Yes, David Bowie. React to David Bowie, China Girl. That's my favourite one he's done. The chorus, the instrumental in the chorus is one of the best I've ever heard.
Well, I'll give you a sneak peek then. I actually have something from David Bowie for tomorrow.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that then. Cannot wait.
Which is long overdue, to be honest, but at least I'm doing it.
Looking forward to it. I have requested a female band. Happy we'll do it. Yeah, Man on the Moon, great song, 100%. Absolutely love it. The music video, the lyrics, the way he sings it. And one of his performances, I'm going to look it up on YouTube now. I can let you all know what performance to look up. Man on the Moon live.
I was going to say, be careful playing it on the podcast.
Yeah, I won't play it. I'll just tell you what it is. Where are we? I'm not going to play it out loud. I found it, Glastonbury 1999. I'll get the video up. I won't play it. But when you get chance, you should, if you enjoy the Man on the Moon song, you should react to the live version, because this is like his Elvis Presley performance, man, Mike Stipe, and the band in general. The way he's singing and the way he's moving and he's going near the audience. Give this a watch. I won't play because I don't want to risk the copywriting, because it is uploaded by REMHQ, so I don't want to risk it. But watch this when you get a chance, or react to it, man, because it's an amazing performance from him.
I do like live performances a lot, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, Julie Roberts Miller, yes. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. I was going to say though, Dire Straits. What's your favourite songs they've done?
Oh, Sultans of Swing easily has to be my favourite, but it has to be at Hammersmith. It has to be that live performance, because I think it's the second guitar solo. Oh my God, every single time blows me away. I'd never heard a guitar tone like that ever. So when I heard Dire Straits and Mark playing the guitar like that, I was blown away. Absolutely blown away. That has to be my favourite. Then I like Money for Nothing. I like Sting's vocals in that. That's a cracking song.
Have you listened to Romeo and Juliet, or you've listened to your latest Trick, haven't you?
No, I don't think so.
Your latest Trick is a tune. The saxophone in that is very satisfying.
I think Romeo and Juliet's been requested because I recognise the name of that.
Yeah, the video to that's very interesting, but the song itself is. It sounds like he's pouring everything into that song. Mark Knopfler and the band, amazing. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen slaps. Have you listened to a few of his?
I've never listened to any Bruce Springsteen.
Give him a go, man. I'd say I'd start with Born in the USA. That's such a good bloody song, man. That's just a good headbanging, fun tune. What else has he done that's good? I think, what's it called? I'm going to look it up now. I think Philadelphia was one of them, or Streets of Philadelphia. There we are, Streets of Philadelphia. Dancing in the Dark, amazing. Yeah, Born to Run, that was mentioned there, amazing, great tune.
I just realised, I think I said the wrong performance. It's not Hammersmith then. I don't know. I can't remember who did live at Hammersmith. I'm on about Alchemy Live, not Hammersmith.
Yeah. Fair enough. Springsteen sucks. Oh, gutted, but each their own. Romeo and Juliet, Tunnel of Love. Yeah, amazing. Absolute bangers.
Vivam said MollyBoy will have content forever because he literally has just scratched the surface. I'm here for it. I hope so. I hope I can keep going for years.
Have you given the Killers a go?
No, because there's one song I've heard from the Killers and I don't like it.
What song is it?
Mr. Brightside.
Damn. You missed out.
I think it's just so overplayed. I've heard it so much. Every time it's on, I'm like, turn this off.
When I see like top tens of like the favourite British people's favourite songs, I know we all seem to love Mr. Brightside for some reason. I like it quite a lot, but I prefer other Killer songs, man. There's this song called Battleborn that they did, absolutely motivating, pick you up off the ground type of tune, man. And Human's amazing as well.
I also don't like Sweet Caroline. I absolutely loathe that song.
Damn.
I hate it.
Gutted. Never mind. Music subjective. I can't convince you that it's a fun tune. I mean, I think it's a bit overrated, but I enjoy it, man.
It's just one of those songs, I know, that everybody sings once it comes on.
Yeah, true. Very true.
I've just seen a good comment. Julie said lots of reaction copycats. This was something that used to annoy me very early on into doing this. But I've realized that it doesn't matter how many people. First of all, the music's out there for everyone. If anyone wants to do a reaction channel, fair enough, do what you want. The only thing that was pissing me off is I saw so many channels quite literally doing the exact same facial expressions, the stares at the camera, their whole like layout on screen looked identical to me. Their thumbnails were identical. I'd post a video, then a day later they'd post the same video. That weighed me up. That started to piss me off. But I realized that as we go on, these people who are doing that aren't getting the views for very long, and it's as if the people watching know that it's just copying.
Yeah, 100%, man. Definitely. I like though as well how you have also done stuff. So you haven't just looked at like the big American people, the people that sing, you know, in American accent. You've actually listened to some of the people who I enjoy quite a lot. The Sex Pistols. You listen to a few of their songs, and he completely sings in his accent, bro. Johnny Rotten. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
I did The Clash the other day.
Yeah, they're sick. You should listen to Should I Stay or Should I Go that they've done. That's a great song. I'm pretty sure
that one will probably be my next one because I think that one was requested the most.
Yeah, it absolutely slaps, man. Absolutely slaps. But yeah, so out of all the ones that you've listened to, all the bands you've reacted to, what has been your favourite rabbit hole to go down, would you say?
That's an easy question. Metallica.
By a lot.
Metallica is what started it all. So Metallica they're the best I've ever came across. There's been people who have been just as excellent, but with Metallica, I seem to be able to do so many from them, and I just loved every single one, except for one actually. There was one song I didn't like.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Metallica.
Fair play. So we were talking about YouTubers who fall off, and some of them resort to desperate measures to cling to the fame and the success. Have you heard about what Boogie2988 has done? Have I talked to you about it?
I know of him. I've seen him. He was that really like overweight dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything new that's come out about him, but I know of him.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, 3 Days Grace. Completely forgot about them. Even though I don't usually listen, I try not to listen to the sad music anymore. I still enjoy their tunes, man. Riot absolutely slaps. And Animal I Have Become. Amazing tune. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so what Boogie did, bro, he has been on the slow decline, man. And it's fine, you know, he can make the videos he wants to make, but he basically lied about having cancer, and which was pretty horrible and disrespectful and just evil, man. And instead of when he gets it thrown in his face and he gets told like, look, we've got your banter rights. We know you've been lying. He just starts going ballistic. He just starts going absolutely mad.
How do people know that he's lying?
Shouting. It was to do with like the doctors not saying the. I can't remember exactly what was said, but like he started getting questioned about in his treatment, and they said, "Look, can't you get a doctor to confirm this, or don't you have a doctor's note or something? Because you're using this as an excuse for you acting a certain way or saying a certain thing and all this stuff." And he just keeps saying, "I don't need to get the doctor's note out. I don't need to do this, la-di-da-di-da-di-da." And then what else was said to him? One bloke called Some Ordinary Gamer said, "I will give you $5,000 just to prove me wrong." And he was like, "Nope." He's like, "Hold on, $5,000 just to show like a doctor's report or send us a doctor's report in private. You for real?" And he's like, "I want this last bit of privacy in my life." It's like, what? Bro, it's like one of the most serious things that he was talking about. And he wasn't even prepared to come forward and tell the truth. It's madness. And in the end, he did tell the truth, but there was a lot of screaming and shouting. There was one video where he talks about how he got abused growing up, but even then, people are a bit iffy if he's telling the truth on that. Because he only talks about the people who abused him who've passed away. He doesn't talk about like people who are alive. So it's a bit weird, and they're questioning him a bit. And he started going mad at the end of the video, going, "I begged you! I begged!" Like ridiculously loud and slamming his keyboard. And then he looks away and he says, "I begged you!" And then he's frozen. Then he leaves the stream, and it's like, bro, it's crazy, man. Like how far he's fallen. This isn't a dude who was like famous at 14 and fell off when he was like 30. This is a dude who was like
he was there like at the start.
Yeah,
like, he's been huge for years.
Yeah, and
physically and on the internet.
Yeah, and bro, and he's with a lady who's 20 and he's 48. Whenever people give him questions, he's like bloody very offended.
I'm sorry. That man is with a 20-year-old.
Yeah, called Desi.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah,
guys, I wish if you know who he is, you'll know exactly why I've got that reaction. I cannot believe that man has a 20-year-old girlfriend. That's fucking mad.
Yeah, and they're getting married soon. He proposed to her recently, and then he fell into a lake after proposing to her.
He's got money, isn't he? Like he's going to have some sort of money.
Not that much anymore.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't really got that much money, but she could, if he keeps living the lifestyle he's living, and he does look like he's lost some weight, but if he's ridiculously fat and then passes on, which I hope doesn't happen to him, but if he does, then she might be able to sell his house for a bit of money, then move back in with her parents, but she's only going to be like probably 100 grand better off.
Yeah, but still 100 grand's a lot of money to some people.
But is it worth...
To most people?
Potentially.
To me?
I don't know what's in her heart. I don't know what she's doing, but a lot of people speculate she's a gold digger. Is it worth gold digging for some big fat guy, you know, who's going mad and screaming just for 100 grand?
And obviously, his weight's got nothing to do with it. He looks like he stinks as well.
That too, yeah.
He's not very hygienic, so I'm just really surprised that man has a 20-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah. He did actually there's a documentary on him, which I did actually show to my granddad, and he enjoyed the documentary. He said, you know what? If he likes dogs, there can't be that much wrong with him. And I said, listen to this. And I told my granddad about all of his antics, and he's like, oh, what a scumbag then. But Boogie's just he might have dogs, but he's complaining about his dogs as well. But we've got from Deborah S. Hey, Molly Boy, good to see you. Keep rocking because I love watching you react to the rock and roll I grew up with. Hope you continue.
I will always continue. Thank you so much.
He stinks.
He does? Well, I haven't smelt him personally, but I wouldn't want to.
Yeah. Came to podcast because of Molly Boy, but I subscribe. Thank you for the sub. Great podcast. Love seeing Declan have a first expression to music I've loved my entire life. Born in the 60s in the States. Fair dues.
I absolutely love the States.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, a lot of people try and poo-poo it, and you see all these things online saying every city and town in America is the most dangerous place in the world and all this stuff. But it seems pretty... I've never been there, but I'd like to go, you know, to some states, and it seems pretty cool to me, and you've confirmed it. You said Las Vegas was safer than Birmingham, you know.
Yeah, 100%. I know people are probably going to disagree with me, but until you've been to both... I mean, living there is probably a completely different situation, but where I was in Las Vegas felt so safe compared to here.
Mm-hmm. And you're a dude who, you know, has lived in like dangerous areas for a lot of your life, so you know what a dangerous area is. I'm sure Vegas has its problems, but my cousin's partner, he worked in Las Vegas for a bit, and he said it's not that dangerous at all. I like it, the main strip. Obviously, outside it gets a bit sketchy, but
yeah, there is some sketchy parts.
And you said the people were quite friendly as well, you know, and pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the geezer let you stop in his apartment or house, which is very incredibly generous, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff, one of the best people I've ever met. He is just really just a really great guy.
Yeah. To let someone who you know over the internet come and let him and his missus stop in your apartment for a week, that's next level generosity, man. Law friend.
And you know what? That Vegas trip that I had is the most fun I've had in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Cindy said, Jeff is the man. Yes, sir. Moles, we want a MollyBoy cap. Couldn't find merch. I'm still trying to get my merch website sorted. What happened was, I can explain it properly now. I had the website set up. I had all the stock ready, everything to go. I then tested the website to see if I could actually place orders, and it was telling me there was no stock. I was like, well, there is. I've set it so that there is stock. And I don't know why it's not letting the orders go through. So I just need to sit down and sort it out. Problem is, I've been working on this documentary for a week. Longer than a week, actually, because I've been going out and filming and stuff. I haven't had time to sit and figure it out. But as soon as it's done, I will put it out. because there's so many people that have asked for MollyBoy caps, MollyBoy hoodies, t-shirts, like loads, which I was really surprised at. I didn't think people would want to buy merch of me, but it seems that they do.
Yeah, that's good, man. I think this is a good point. It's like everywhere else. You have good areas, bad areas, but seriously, you got to come to New Jersey next time. Best pieces you can go to in Atlantic City. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, everywhere's got its good and bad places. I mean, people need to put things into perspective, man. I was debating my manager about America's safety, and he was like, "No, America is worse than here. What are you on about?" And I was like, "Bro, you've never been there." He has actually been to America now, but I'm not. Even though I haven't been there, I'm like, "Bro, you got to put it into perspective. 327 million compared to like 70 million Brits. You know, you've got to put things into perspective." Honestly, I would rather live in like a nice part of the States than if someone said, "Do you want to be spawned in a nice part of the States or a nice part of the UK?" It depends how nice, but I think America's it's got that peaceful vibe to it. And it's not, you look at the houses online and they're all split up and they've got big driveways and stuff. And it's easier cost of living. My mate, the robot, went to America. He said the cost of living was great there. His brother managed to buy a house as well. You know what I'm saying? While other places, especially in the UK, it's ridiculously hard to buy a house, man. The murder rate is 7 times higher. If the murder rate is 7 times higher, then, you know, like I say about the old, you know, about 327 million or 330 million or however many there is, there's a lot of people there. So these things are bound to happen.
But also, what, like the murder rate, what percentage of that is gang-related violence? Like, how much of that is on innocent people? Not, I don't mean innocent as in like nobody should be murdered, but how many people is that? Just how many times is that on a random civilian? Because over here, exactly, random civilians get murdered very frequently.
Yeah, it's horrible. Because the thing is, they need to account for. It's like when the mafia were running things years ago. They need to account for who are in the game, who are in the mafia game or the general gang game. Who's actually getting affected? Is it people in the game or is it outside the game? Because I guarantee that majority of the time it's people who are in the game who chose to be in that life. While here, it's just a lot of innocent people getting messed about. Cost of living, US, different planet, man. It's just what my mate, the robot, said. Deck, what would you say to the cost of living in the States? Did you find it cheaper or more expensive from the all
that? House related, you can get a lot better in the States than what you get over here for the same price. If you try and buy like a £300,000 house over here, it's going to be small. Your mortgage is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then also you need to do your shopping and all that sort of stuff. It gets high. But when I was in Vegas, obviously on the strip, the prices were ridiculous. It was like $14 for a bottle of water. Fuck no. I'll drink my own piss. I'm not paying that for water. But when you leave the strip and you're down to like the more residential areas, I didn't think, yes, it may be high, but I really didn't think it was as high as what it is here. Especially with that tax fucks us up the most.
True,
tax
yeah.
The UK is ridiculous.
We get taxed to high heaven. Not much fun. Small town, last murder was the 80s. That's very good to hear. Mass shootings happen constantly. I haven't looked into the any recent mass shootings, so I'm just going off, you know, people who have been there have said it's fairly.
That's another thing, though. I read that shootings here in the UK are just as bad as America, and we don't even have guns legally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Our problem in the UK is knife crime. That's the worst.
Yeah. I live in rural Kansas. We have murders that aren't gang related, many are drug related or family violence. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. But I guess I know everyone's got different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Got to run. Best wishes, Jimmy. Thank you for joining, Monica. Take care.
Thanks for joining, Monica.
Yeah, so I guess it's one of those. It's just about perspective, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people who probably live in the top of Scotland and think like the whole of the UK is really safe and peaceful. Then, when they, you know, come to like a more populated area, they realise, okay, I don't really feel as safe. So, I think it's just all about perspective. You know, some people say great stuff about America. Some people say naff stuff. Maybe people who are living in the worst parts are going to be like, no, this is crap. What are you two talking about? But other people might be like, well, I live in a nice town, and I think it's a bit pushed a bit over the top.
I think once my documentary comes out tomorrow, a lot of people will realise what the UK is actually like, and it's not all just glamour like London. There's a lot of rough areas, and I'd say there's more rough than there is nice.
Yeah, and it's not all bloody tea and biscuits and sunshine and rainbows.
I don't even eat. I don't even drink tea. So
we got a big comment here. Ariane says, "American hospitality, an online acquaintance from Melbourne, came to San Francisco, so I flew down, gave them a city tour. They were shocked. I put myself, but we made the best memories." Jeff knows. Yeah, that's very goated. I respect that a lot. You know, loyal friend to that person, to that online acquaintance. So fair play. Weapons of the pussies. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should probably. You shouldn't.
There was a major thing in the UK a few years ago with knife crime, and I remember there was something like knives down, gloves up, or something. With, you know, if people have issues, stop bringing knives to your fights. Don't fight anyway. What's the point in fighting?
Yeah, it's pathetic, isn't it?
But they were bringing knives instead of just fighting it out.
Much appreciated, Slatanic. Thank you for joining.
But yeah, enough of being grim and talking about murders and stuff.
So I know, obviously, now this next question, no pressure. You do what you want with your content. But will there be any more charity streams?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice. Anytime soon.
I was planning on doing one just before the Black Sabbath concert because I wanted to raise money for the same charities.
Nice.
Didn't end up having the time to do it, but I will be doing more. I love doing the charity live streams. I like having to commit to them for 12 hours, and I enjoy it. So yes, I'll definitely be doing more.
Yeah. Oh, there was one last slightly grim topic that I just wanted to touch on, a comment. I do agree that the that is a bit sad with all the private healthcare and stuff. Like this fighter I watched, Ben Askren, who is retired now, he's his insurance wasn't covering him for it, and you think you've been paying your money and you can't be covered for the lung transplant. A man who's dying with a family, and the lung transplant was a success, but he died 4 times. I don't see how insurances can be that heartless. That's crazy. And I miss the US, but never could afford to go back. Fair enough. That's your experience. Everyone's got different perspectives and things that have happened. Interesting stream. Thank you very much. Got to bounce, guys. Thanks for the live. Have a good day. Same to you.
Thank you for joining.
But yeah, so I got to respect Ozzy Osbourne performing as well with the Parkinson's, man. That's next level bloody balls, that is, and guts.
Yeah, and considering the condition that he's in and his age, he killed it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next charity stream, man. I enjoyed hopping on the last one and just I was just thinking, am I going to say something daft or whatever? But I thought, because with the charity streams, you got to be not next level careful. You still got to have a laugh. But I just think this is a touchy charity. Not touchy. This is for a charity. It's for a good cause. I got to try and keep it sensible as possible, but sprinkle a few little jokes in there. The bands.
You got to keep it entertaining as well.
Pardon?
You got to keep it entertaining as well.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm looking forward to whichever charity it is and when it's going down, man. Should be cool. So, what places are you traveling next to film?
Oh, good question. As in, like, documentary or like travel videos?
Travel video.
Okay, so in October, I'm planning on doing 3 months in America, and I want to try and go to as many states as I can. I think we're going to head into Europe as well.
Hey.
I want to see some parts of Asia, like Thailand, stuff like that, the Maldives. I just want to go everywhere, really. I love traveling, and I won't see it as work because I'll still be out there seeing things. So
yeah,
but definitely first America. I have to go back to America.
Mm. Would you ever travel around like counties in the UK and see how they are?
I would, but I'm not sure on how appealing that would be for people. I don't know if they'd want to see that.
Yeah.
If they would, then yeah, I'd do it. The UK is so small; you can drive to so many different places and back in one day. So yeah, I'd do it.
That's fair, man. I'd like you to. It'd be very cool if you did a video going all across Japan, man. That'd be a great laugh. Seeing what you.
I would like to travel to Japan and China.
Yeah. Oh, don't vlog in China, bro. They're very touchy about that over there.
Really?
Yeah, they hate people filming stuff. Not the public, but like security and people that'll be like you, national security and all this crap. Because what happened was, you know how you can drag the, you can drop the pin on maps.
Yeah.
You can hardly drop anything on China because they don't let the camera people go around. Like that, they're very serious and protective about their land and everything and all that stuff.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, Norway seems legendary, man. That seems. I've never been there, but look at dropping the pins on maps. It looks real nice, bro. It looks.
I would like to go to Norway. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love you to do Japan one. China, bro, definitely visit, but I wouldn't risk whipping your camera out. They really might throw you in prison or take the camera off you. They're very serious, the authorities there.
Very strict about it.
But yeah, and obviously, I've actually got a cousin who lived in Vietnam for a bit. She said it was great, and went to Cambodia. Said it was great. Said it was quite safe in Vietnam. Apparently, it's become a lot better there. Cambodia, I've heard it's not. A bit hit and miss, but definitely explore these different places, man. I'm looking forward to seeing how many states you can bang out in 3 months, to be honest with you. That should be great.
I am looking forward to that as well. I think the goal, well, the plan at the minute is to get an RV and just drive through all of the states.
Yeah.
It's quite expensive, but it's once in a lifetime thing. So
100%, man. You got to take these advantages and these advantages of these opportunities while you can. Oh yeah, an Iceland video would be pretty badass. Like you go to Reykjavik, then you can visit all the other little villages and all that stuff.
Yeah,
badass.
I mean the RVs I was looking at, some of them were coming up at like 14 grand for 3 months, and I was like, I want to do it, but 14 grand, and then you've got to pay for mileage on top. You've got to pay for your petrol. Like that's a lot of money. But I did find cheaper ones. Not too much cheaper, but
Jimmy, well done this podcast. Thank you, Deck. Stay cool up there. We'll see you tomorrow. Hugs. Fair enough. Peace out. Thank you for joining. This is a great shout as well from MP. Visit Canada, bro. You should definitely visit Canada. Watch out for the moose and the bears, obviously, but on the road. But if you avoid them, you're pretty much laughing.
I would like to go to Canada as well. I don't know what the restrictions are though, because I know that with America, you get your ESTA, and then you can stay for up to 3 months at a time. And I don't know whether to try and contact the embassy and see if there's anything I can do where I can stay a little bit longer than 3 months so I can get more done. Because I really don't think I'm going to get a lot done in 3 months.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you can hear people in the background as well.
That's all good, bro.
There's fucking people outside that are like way older than they are to be acting the way they are.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds pretty nerve-wracking having to deal with that. Touch wood. I hope I don't have to deal with that. The loudest I've had to deal with is a few, like, not in my street, but there's houses like across, and like there's like people just going boom, boom, and having a big party. But usually that's on a weekend. And who doesn't have a few drinks in the garden and go a bit mad sometimes? Yeah,
exactly. There's been many a times where I've gone to record videos, and there's been people. We've had scaffolding over the house, and they're doing all like construction work and stuff, and I'm like, I can't record because all you can hear is fucking drills hammering. I just couldn't do it.
That's a bag of arse, isn't it? But yeah, I'm looking forward to going around America, seeing how many states you can get sorted.
Musical Swede said they're kicking people out. Good luck on the extended visa. Well, I was absolutely fine when I went, and if you're going there legally, then I don't see why you would get kicked out.
Yeah, unless you cause the big raucous there, and Deck's going there legally, he's not gonna. I hope that you wouldn't get kicked out for no reason. But yeah, Canada is waiting for you. The Newfoundland, Quebec, Ontario for me anytime. Yeah, you should start with that region, Deck. That seems like a beautiful region. When I've dragged the pin and dropped it, most of Ontario and Quebec seems beautiful to me, man. You should definitely start with there.
Man, don't you think the past couple of days with this fucking heat wave has just been horrible?
I won't lie to you, bro. I've actually enjoyed it a lot. It doesn't bother me at all.
I don't know what it is, but this house is just not built for this weather. And it's whenever it's cold, it's too cold. Whenever it's warm, I'm fucking dying.
Yeah. Like my gaffer, even though we have air conditioning at work, everyone was like, I'm burning. I was like, bro, I feel fine. And my gaffer said, bro, you're a reptile. You're part of the lizard elite. You're a reptile. I'm like, bro, I love it, man. I'm loving this heat.
Mate, aircon is a godsend. The aircon at Jeff's house in Las Vegas, honestly, I'd come out of, I'd go back in from being outside. Bearing in mind, it'd be like 38, 39 degrees Celsius. I'd go inside, I'd have to put like a jumper on, and I'd have to really wrap up because the aircon was just so cold. It was really nice.
Yeah, sounds lovely, man. I remember one of my mates on Xbox years ago. He was giving me a bollocking. He was saying like, I was saying this was because I haven't always been good with the heat. I was like sweating my ass off playing Xbox, and then he was just saying, "Oh, you're a moron. You're an absolute moron. Don't your family have air conditioning?" I'm like, "What, to use for 2 weeks of the year, you madman?"
Yeah.
His family have air conditioning, but that only usually what's the point?
I had a lot of people say that to me.
In America, it makes a shit ton of sense because, bro, it's roasting loads, man. Even in like places like New York, some people I spoke to over the internet on New York, they're having like horrible snow in the winter and then they're burning in the summer, like extreme weather conditions. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, when I got back from America, there was a few people that said to me, "You need to invest in aircon. Why don't you have aircon?" Because we get a heat wave for like 4 days, and that's it. It's a lot of money for 4 days.
Yeah. I mean, with England, with it not being made for the heat, another thing I want to bring up as well. We obviously there is, issues with England and all this stuff, but I do like how there's not too many like crazy animals here, man. But then this geezer at work was going mad at me saying, "You like how there's no mad animals here? You like how there's no big spiders? Well, you're wrong. There's grass snakes." And he was listing all these places where grass snakes are. And I'm like, okay. They said, "You need to move to Ireland then." And I was like, "What the? Get on with your job, man." Like, bro, he was going. He's a middle-aged geezer just goes mad over stuff out of nowhere. Funny guy.
The most dangerous thing we have is an adder, which is a tiny snake. That is it.
Reality is, it's probably going to bite a dog, so it's dangerous for dogs. But for us, like if you're wearing trousers and all that stuff, you're pretty much fine.
Yeah, if you get bitten by an adder, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to die. Like it's not that poisonous.
Yeah, 100%.
So saying that though, bruv, the fucking spiders that we've been getting recently.
Serious?
Oh my, bruv, some of them are like I'm living in Australia. They are huge.
Are you sure? You have to take a picture of it.
But next time I see one, I'll show you. They are massive and they're just disgusting. This one time, I think it was about 2 years ago, me and Storm were play fighting. No, that's not a euphemism. We were literally play fighting. And the day before, we'd seen a spider and then we lost it. So the day after, we were play fighting. And when I got up, I looked and I'd rolled over the spider. And I shit you not, I like full on, it was like that with its legs and everything. I was like, bro, I can't, nah. I was glad I found it, but it was just horrible.
I'm surprised in Birmingham that there's massive thick spiders. I thought the closer you are to a big city, the less chance of these big, horrible, big, thick spiders.
Nah, and when it gets warm, like they'll be outside and stuff mostly, but once it goes cold, they'll come into the houses to keep warm.
Yeah, it's in September, June and September, the biggest amount of spiders. So I'm not looking forward to September, bro. I hate the big, thick ones, man. But you just got to do it. I just kill them all on site, bro. I can't be arsed with the thick ones. The little ones I save, like the spindly ones.
Yeah.
I'll try and save them.
When I was in Devon, I was walking somewhere. It was like in a woodland area. The spider that walked across the floor, I felt like I was in fucking Vietnam or something. Oh. It was yellow and black. It looked like a tiger. And it was just, I'd never seen anything like it in my life.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Where's my vape juice at?
Oh, yeah, good point there from Nina. Only danger is if you're allergic to it, yeah. We have bobcats, bear wolves, some moose over in Canada. Oh, lots of snakes and spiders. I'm surprised.
There is like a thing, isn't there, about if we have wild cats in the UK and stuff. I don't know personally if we do, but people tend to try and like catch them on camera and stuff. Apparently we have wild cats. I don't know.
I think when you was living in Devon, one escaped from a zoo, and I think I sent you a message saying, "Look at this." Obviously,
bro, there was one that a few years ago escaped from Dudley Zoo.
Oh, that's scary.
It was walking the streets in the middle of the night. They had to shoot it and kill it.
Oh, that is quite sad.
Yeah, it was sad, but mate, I saw like people's Ring door cameras. It walked past. I was like mad. Imagine like walking home from a night out. You turn the corner, there's a fucking lion.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it can climb things, it can run faster than you, it's stronger than you. You got no chance.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well just bloody try and look big and strong to scare it off. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a clip of that geezer who just stands down a gorilla? The gorilla runs at him like this, and he just stands.
I think I have.
And the gorilla runs and you think, bloody hell, how did that happen? How
I've
did
seen,
you not get pummeled?
yeah, I've seen people do it with like jaguars and stuff as well.
Right, it works on them, does it?
They'll like the jaguar will go to run at them, and then they'll be all like, "Ah!" like shouting at them, and it'll just like back away. It's mad.
Oh, crazy. I know. I found out as well. You can actually live. Well, okay. So what my gaffer told me, what my manager at work told me. So he said you can actually live with gorillas as long as you show no emotion. So you like this. You do not smile at them because if you show teeth, they see that as a threat. And you don't look them directly in the eye. You have to look down all the time. But they're the only wild animal that you can actually live with if you really want to. And they'll let you live there and welcome you as a part of their group and whatever. But they won't. But if you stare at them once, even if you've been good mates with them for years, the gorilla will just kill you because it sees you as a threat. Or smile, do not smile. You might as well just wear a mask and just not look at it.
Did you ever hear about that woman that she had a gorilla that she was living with, and then I think her friend was round and the gorilla ripped the friend's face off?
Oh, no. I think we might have discussed this a few years ago, actually. So what happened was, it was a lady who had this chimp who was like an actor. He did act in a few things, obviously heavily supervised, but he acted in a few things. I think he was on a few drugs, and then the chimp was freaking out. So then she called a mate to come over. The mate comes over. The chimp runs at her, rips her face off, and everything goes off her face, her eyes and everything. So it's just a red, unfortunately and horrendously, a red blob. And then and she rips her hands off as well. And she's just on the floor, and they think she's dead, the paramedics. The police come, shoot the chimp. The paramedics are like, damn, she's dead. And then they're like, no, she's not dead. We got to get to hospital. And then there was actually a really sad interview, which freaked me out, unfortunately, with Oprah, where I didn't watch the whole thing because it just depressed me quite a bit. I felt extremely sorry for the lady, and she has no face, and she's trying to talk to Oprah. But then they did an operation where they gave her new eyes and a new face, and she, it's amazing what they can do with like technology and stuff. But it's just so sad what she's been dealt with. It's just horrific, and it shows you why you should not keep wild animals, because they're meant to be out in the wild. They cannot be domesticated. Even things, the only animals that are proper loyal are dogs. Even guinea pigs, cats. I mean, people keep rabbits. They're all going to run off at some point. Well, if you just let them run off, they'll probably run off. Cats come back sometimes, but dogs, they're the only animals that can be properly domesticated, to my knowledge, because it's like they're part of the family, I guess.
Would you, if you was in that situation and you'd had your face ripped off by a chimp, would you want to be left to die, or would you want to be saved?
So you don't really have a choice. The paramedics are going to try and save.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, if you had the choice, what would you want?
Because that's a very interesting question. Because if you'd asked me, like, would you like get a lethal injection afterwards? I don't want to disrespect people's struggles, but I used to be one of these people who said, "Oh, if I had horrendous things happen to me, I'd have the lethal injection." I don't want to disrespect people's struggles, but now I like to think, no matter what happens, I'm going to pray for strength. Unless like you can't do anything at all with your life, then I feel like the lethal injection is an option. Like, people who are unfortunate like vegetables, then I'd understand if the family said, we don't want to see him like this, can we give him or we don't want to see her like this, can we give her the injection? So I understand that. But if you can do something with your life, I mean, when I went on a cruise last year, there's people in wheelchairs who they could still talk, but they couldn't move their arms very well. If they're still living their life and they're making the effort to go on cruise ships and see the world, what's my excuse? So
it's a hard one.
But when you're saying, would you want to be saved by the paramedics or not? I'm gonna just yeah. Although life would be horrendous and difficult, I can't. There's people who who are on the deathbed and they're going to die, and like people die every second. So for my love of following Jesus, I would have to just say, yeah, I've got to try and live still. So if I can be saved and alive still, I'd take that option. But whatever happens, I just leave it up to God. But when it comes, but I guess if I was an atheist and all that, I probably would just say, I don't want to live in a miserable state. I might as well just get done in.
It's a difficult one, really, isn't it? Because it's like losing your eyes
and your hands.
It scares me so bad. Yeah, even losing my hands, like I just don't know how I'd feel.
Yeah, it's terrifying. But I'm just saying, like from a following the Almighty, following Jesus perspective, I'll be real with you. As I say, if I was an atheist or if I was unsure about my faith, then I would pick the option of just dying. I've got to I've got to give it more to see out this life, you know, and just pray for strength. That's the way. That's why I try and look at things. And I have unfortunately had, you know, adversities like we all have. If you speak to someone, most people have had adversities and bad things happen in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, the severity is different. Some people have horrendous things happen. Some people don't have horrendous things happen. Like that woman, for example, who got a face ripped off by the chimp. That's one of the worst things any human could go through, in my opinion.
I know.
I don't know. Like, I guess when you look at struggles and when you look at bad things, you know, you look at people like that who've been through horrendous things who are still going. So you think, why? What's my excuse for getting down and fed up? But obviously, life gets on top of people. I see people who've had hardly any bad thing happen complain, and I think, well, why are you complaining? But you know, it's just one of those things. Things affect people differently, don't they?
Exactly.
But all I'll say is, if I had a friend with a chimp, I'm not going. I'm never meeting him.
Yeah,
I'm not going anywhere near that house. Not going within like bloody half a mile of that house. Maybe even further. Yeah, interesting discussion for sure. Okay, so we mentioned jobs earlier. You'd never want to do 9 to 5, but if you were going to go into work, apart from musician, what job do you reckon you'd do?
Oh God. Well, actually, I'd love to do something with music, whether that being a music producer, working in record companies, even though I don't like record companies. No, I wouldn't do record labels, actually. I don't know. I'd like to do something with music, and I've learned that since doing my reactions and stuff, is that if my reactions ever slow down, if YouTube starts to not work anymore, then I would like to do something to do with music. If I couldn't do music, it'd have to be something like, I like law, to be fair. I'd probably do law. Probably like a lawyer or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I live with horrible pain every day for decades. Yeah, fair play to you, Nina. Nothing but respect. You know, I've had physical issues, which I'm sure it's not horrible pain, but I've had physical issues which have stopped me doing certain things that I loved. But if I chase those things that I loved, which was like mixed martial arts and other things, probably wouldn't be doing this podcast right now. I'd be doing something else in my life. But you see people who have everything work out for him. Look at Conor McGregor. He had everything go right for him, and he's basically just become a degenerate slob. Like, on hard drugs, cheating on his missus all the time, bro. All that fame hasn't done him good. If I was him, I'd rather be a plumber than end, because that's what he was originally doing. I'd rather be a plumber than end up where he's ended up, to be honest.
He's just got money now. That's the thing. April made a good point, actually. April said acting. Yes, I don't know why I didn't think of that. I would love to act. I would fucking love it.
I think you'd be pretty alright at that.
To be honest, I was hoping that growing my channel would help me, would open doors. It hasn't done that yet.
I'll be real with you, bro. YouTubers don't usually star in good films. But if you try hard enough, you can.
Yeah.
With training and work hard enough, you can star in good films. But look at Logan Paul. He starred in crap film, man.
To be honest, I wouldn't expect to go from this to being in the next blockbuster movie, but I would like to get into there, get my foot in the door and start building a portfolio and then go from there.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do, you know, voice acting.
I can't voice act, mate. I was doing narration on my documentary, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, never mind then. Just live screen acting. I mean, to be honest, one day I want to try and write some books, fictional books, and then try and make them into films, so the scripts can't be stolen by companies because it's a book. It's my idea. So, you know, I could hit up people I know to be in it.
There you go. You can hire me.
Yeah, it depends how much power I have.
Yeah, I'll be the protagonist.
Yeah, I've got a lot of interesting film ideas which aren't too high budget, to be fair. Who knows? I've got to try and write some books first. I haven't even bloody started on it, but I will try to at some point.
If that's something you want to do, you got to do it.
Yeah, I got to get on it, man. My gaffer was telling me, get some storyboard it first, write how the story goes down, then write it as a book. Get to 1 million subs.
Oh yes, that's my goal.
I honestly think if you keep on this grind, no bias, if you keep on this grind, I think you will get there at some point, man. Definitely. I think it's on the horizon at some point. It just depends how much you want to push it. You know, how far do you want to go? That's all it is.
Yeah, I believe in myself. I know that at some point it might not be with this channel, it might be with something else, but I know at some point I will have 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, man. Well,
to be honest, I want to get as many of them as well as possible.
Yeah,
I'd love to have a wall with just plaques all the way down it.
that'd be pretty badass. That'd be pretty cool. I can't remember if it was because I just saw the Pearl Jam and Nickelback then. Have you reacted to any Nickelback yet?
No.
You should do a few of their songs. They've made some alright bangers.
The only problem is nobody's ever requested Nickelback. That's just why I haven't gone into it.
Yeah, fair enough. But I know I mentioned it before, but please react to Man on the Moon and Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight.
I'll have a look.
Yeah. Whenever I tell people to listen to Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight, they always, this one geese said to me, "No, the lion sleeps tonight. That's far better." And I'm like, bloody hell, mate. What are you on about now? The Sidewinder's way better. I mean, the lion sleeps tonight's good for the day, like when it was made, but the lion sleeps tonight was good for its time. But the Sidewinder has a lot more meaning. The video's a bit weird, but I don't know. I think I'd rather music videos be weird and stand out than just be some boring singing and guitar.
Where does the lion sleeps tonight? That sounds familiar.
You know, actually,
isn't that fucking? I'm not going to sing the song, but that In the Jungle song.
The jungle song.
Yeah, In the Jungle.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. When would you get another plaque?
The mighty jungle.
I'll get another plaque when I hit 1 million subscribers, or if my travel channel does well and it gets to 100k, then I'll have another plaque. You get one from 100,000, 1 million, 10 million. I think that's it, really, isn't it? Other YouTubers just get like special ones. Yeah.
So with travel, out of interest, if things ever did get too dangerous in the area you live in, would you ever consider moving to a nicer area? Obviously not Devon, because you've tried that before, but anywhere else? Or
what, in the UK?
Yeah.
If I had to live in the UK, it'd probably be Bewdley.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I do like Bewdley. I think it's not too far from Birmingham.
Yeah.
It feels like a whole different part of the country because it's just clean and respected.
Peaceful,
so probably
peaceful,
yeah.
Peaceful,
yeah, exactly.
All I'll say though, with these nice areas, no one ever talks about this. Nice areas in the UK, they do suffer from the flooding, which is quite a shame.
Yeah,
a lot of floods there.
Especially Bewdley.
Make sure you have all your important crap on the top floor of your house. Don't have anything important on the bottom floor. Even the TV, just fit it all onto the top floor, man.
Yeah.
Don't want everything getting bloody totaled.
Just buy an apartment or something. That's just horrible. Don't bother buying a house.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fair enough. Moving there, nice place.
Where would you go if you had to stay in the UK?
Devon.
Would you?
Yeah,
I know it's a nice area. It's just lonely if you're going on your own.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. But obviously, I'll make sure that I'll try and come back to visit. But obviously, I want to move abroad, and I've got plans and stuff. Might not work. I think
you do better than me anyway, because obviously you work a normal job, so you go out and you socialise. When I was living in Devon, I was still doing YouTube and stuff, so I had no one really to socialise with.
And even if I was a decent-sized YouTuber, I'd still volunteer. I'd struggle to stay in the house all the time, man, just editing. Or I'd go on walks. So I need to go to the gym, bro. That's what I'd do. You should start going to the gym, man. Put the
I would go to the gym, but I need to put fucking weight on first.
Yeah, it's hard to bulk, but I'll tell you a secret to bulking and all your secrets of the game that I never knew about. Milk. Drink loads of milk, because that puts easy calories on. And maybe I shouldn't be revealing the secrets of the game. And it is hard to do because some people don't like milk, but
I like milk.
Get a big carton, that's 1,000 calories down you easily, man.
I also brought a couple of weeks ago. I brought a weight gainer thing, and it was like £40. You get 8 servings for £40, and it's something like 50 grams of protein on every serving.
Fair play.
So I got to try it out and see what happens.
And obviously, as well, natural supplements like creatine, hemp cream, turmeric. They're not necessarily for bulking, but they help you do more at the gym.
Talking about supplements, I was on ashwagandha for a while.
What's that?
It's like, so it's supposed to boost like testosterone levels and make your brain sharper and all this other shit.
Is that natural, or is that like
yeah, it's natural.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And it was the worst thing I've ever taken. It was worse than antidepressants.
Damn.
It was literally turning me into just an angry piece of shit.
That's horrible. Was your hair falling out?
Nah. I was constantly angry, constantly just getting annoyed by little things. Like, I can't keep taking this.
Yeah. You
So
know, like with things like, because you mentioned antidepressants, do those like because I've never had them myself. I've only ever had natural supplements. I used to have calms, and it made me feel better for 2 days. For no, probably a few weeks, but then I started feeling tired every day and didn't realize it was the calms that were doing it to me.
calms is shit for me. It doesn't do anything.
But I stopped having that stuff because I realised it just makes me tired and rubbish. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And fair play that you gave that testosterone jazz, because that's just not really not
Yeah, it wasn't good for me.
with antidepressants. Then I don't know if when you were going through a difficult time you had any or not, but whatever medication you had, did it help a lot, or was it just like a means to an end? Or I've always wondered, because I do know some people have had it, but they can never really. People don't really explain it to me, like if it helps them or not.
I've been on either 2 or 3 different things. I think I've been on 2 definitely. There was one that I was going to try instead that I didn't end up taking because I just thought, fuck it. But no, they haven't really worked. The only thing that worked for me was discipline and forcing myself to get out of the situations I was in and just trying to make things better for myself. That's the only thing that worked for me. And I found actually that when you first start taking them, you feel worse for a few weeks before you start to feel better. Unfortunately for me, I'd feel worse and then I'd just go back to how I was. So I wasn't actually feeling better.
Yeah. I think that's a blessing in disguise, man, that you got off that stuff, because I don't know a lot about it, but a lot of people, this geezer who I knew years ago at college, he said that stuff eventually kills you, so get off it if you can. He was on it for a bit. It didn't really help him. It just sort of made him feel a bit better. And then he got off it, you know.
I mean, it works for a lot of people, and I wish it had worked for me because it probably would have made things easier a lot quicker. But in the end, it was just work that made me feel better. This channel, literally, I started this channel not long after I come off them.
Yeah. It is very nice that, you know, things like grafting at something and working towards something can help people a crap ton and really get them, you know, back on their feet. I agree with everything you just said, Dick.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think for some people it works good. For some people it doesn't do anything at all. And I was just unfortunately one of those people where it just didn't do anything.
Yeah. You know, I guess. Oh, hold on. Just watched Vid of 65k Green Fan. Damn, that sounds pretty cool, actually. I'll try and look that up.
Yes, people have told me to watch that. I haven't watched it.
I know when he was at Download, when Green Day was at Download, when he was singing Wait a Minute When September Ends, he said, "Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars." And it actually started raining.
Mad.
Crazy. I've never seen anything like that happen with music before.
I watched one by Metallica where they were playing Master of Puppets and there was a storm going on. It was really heavy rain. Yeah. And as soon as they started with like the initial intro guitars, the lightning struck like above them. It was mad.
Fair dues. Just trying to get some more stuff up. So we were talking a bit about success. Do you know the Mr. Beast jazz that went down?
I know there was something to do with Mr. Beast. I know with oh my god, what the fuck was his name? Chris.
Yeah.
I know about him. But there's always something going on with Mr. Beast. I mean, I see a lot of people saying shit like, you just do this for them, like you'll help homeless people for the publicity. Well, the thing is, so let's say he goes to Africa and he builds all these wells in these African towns. If he doesn't record that, he doesn't have the money to do it.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Like, it has to be filmed to generate the money to do nice things for people.
Yeah, yes, bang on. So I completely agree with that. And I was actually a big fan of him for a while, because you have all these people saying, "What are you doing, Mr. Beast? Are you clout chasing?" And it's like, well, hold on. He's actually helping people. And like you mentioned, helping people funds the next help that he'll help them. But yeah, so what happened with him was, I used to be a big fan. But basically, Chris Tyson, over Chris Tyson, had a lot of questionable like DMs and videos and pictures in an apartment.
I heard about that shit.
And Mr. Beast didn't really care. To be honest, I think it is pretty bad, and he should sack people who are saying noncy things in a Discord to minors. But you know, the thing that made me really dislike him and realise, yeah, this dude's just a evil. Well, comes across as a bit of an evil tick deep down.
Who, Mr. Beast or Chris?
Mr. Beast. I mean, Chris is evil for sending that stuff to minors, but I'm about Mr. Beast tolerating it and putting up with it.
Yeah.
You know, I've never had a friend who's done anything that stupid, so I don't know how I'd react. But I'd try and give him a warning and say, can you just not have that stuff in the background or do this or not say this? But he hired somebody with a nickname Delaware who sexually assaulted an 11-year-old and they made him wear a mask in the video. So for me, that is just, I thought, nah, Mr. Beast is evil, man. How can you have some convicted paedophile felon, you know, be allowed to be in your videos and give him money and a career? That's disgusting. You know, I thought, I'm not watching a Mr. Beast video again. Disgusting, evil.
Well, you think anyway that as soon as those things come about, you just completely cut ties with that person because it's going to ruin your fucking credibility.
Yeah. It's just disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. Just, I thought, I'm not a fan of this geezer anymore. I don't care what he does. Unless he, and the thing is, he didn't even apologise for it. If he said, look, I am genuinely, wholeheartedly sorry at the bottom of my heart, it was a genuine apology and not just some silliness, then I'll try and watch a few videos again, but it's hard to come back from that stuff, man. You know, I'm all about repentance and like coming back from things, but with evil people like that are, you know, nonsense and you're letting them in the videos and you're not apologising straight away. Is that true remorse? I don't know. It's not for me to say, but I just don't want to watch his videos, man.
And it's also like, are you apologising because you're actually sorry or just because you got caught?
Yeah, exactly. We don't know. Maybe he would have never apologised if he just could have kept doing this forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, there's a lot of shit that goes on with YouTubers, man.
Yeah. Thing is, it's like Philip Schofield, for example, and there's a lot of your viewers are American. They're not going to know who he is. But he's a dude who was on the news every day, ITV, Good Morning, whatever it was. And he was a squeaky clean, nice presenter who never had anything happen. He was always on top of things. He always came across as, I thought he was fake deep down. But he always came across as a nice, happy, chappy guy. And then it comes out.
Do you remember how it all started, though? Because do you remember that he came out as gay on the show? Yeah. I think that happened because somebody was blackmailing him.
Potentially, yeah. But pass the duchy on the left-hand side.
You know, it's crazy. The people who sing that song, one of them lives like 5 minutes away from me.
Oh, I never knew. Fair play. Crap, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so he was basically, there's a picture of him with like these school kids, and then like months later, well, when the school kid is 18, no, sorry, not months, so when he's still a minor, he's going for dinner with him, which is very, very strange and suspect.
Considering this man is like in his 50s as well.
Yeah, he's got a wife and kids, so he's putting them on the line as well because he might go to prison for this. Like, it's very strange. And then when the kid's 18, he has it away with him. So it's just grooming an evil man.
He got caught having an affair basically with an 18-year-old, and he was like 50 odd years old.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more with this. Yes, better to be calm with less money than selling your soul for money, 100%. I did want to bring something up actually about singers and artists selling their souls, it seems. But I just quickly say about Philip Schofield. He seemed like some nice guy and all this stuff, but then he ends up being horrible. And it just shows that, you know, everyone is messed up. Everyone's a sinner. Everyone does these stupid things. Everyone makes mistakes, or everyone is flawed, etc. It's just about, you know, how you bounce back from these things and what you want to do. Maybe Phil Schofield had came out and said, I did all this evil stuff. I want to go to prison. I think, you know what? He's genuinely sorry for this, and he's going to prison now. He's doing his time. But instead, it all came out, and then he's like not apologizing. Then he does a silly interview on some beach saying, oh, do you all want me to die? And it's like, bro, you're a paedophile. Well, sorry, a borderline paedophile.
Yeah.
You know, like, what's he? Why doesn't he just? I don't know. Like when he's trying to make himself out to be the victim, it's just like, I don't know what to say. It's just awful, man. Absolutely awful. I was going to say something about music. Is there anything you want to say before I move on to about the musicians?
No, I was interested in what you was going to say about the. Well, I thought you was going to say something about selling your soul.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, man. So, you know, I've listened to a few Doja Cat and Billie Eilish songs in the past, and I thought, yeah, you know, like they make all right music, and they're.
I was going to say, I remember years ago when you were saying about Doja Cat, and I was like, to be fair, bro, yeah.
Yeah. then she shaves her head bald and does videos like dancing the devil and grinding on the devil, and I'm like,
and looking like an alien.
what? And yeah, looking like an alien. And I think to myself, how did it get to like funny edginess and funny live streams that she made and silliness to satanic garbage?
And it's the same with like Sam Smith. How did Sam Smith go from actually making decent songs and being respectable to the fucking weirdo he is today?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, strange. And Lil Nas, who made all right music, then he's like dancing, giving the devil a lap dance.
I mean, I don't think it's quite literally selling your soul, but I do think it has something to do with the record companies. And you sign something, you're fucked. You got to do it for the rest of the contract.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's just strange, man. It's just worrying. I don't get why they're doing this to themselves. Like, they're risking their soul here, you know. And even if, like, fair enough, they might not believe in anything and all that stuff, and that's people's cause and people's choices.
Mm-hmm.
But worshipping evil, you know, doing satanic music videos. Like Billie Eilish made one called "Not Good Girls Go to Heaven," and that was years ago. But I saw a bit of it. I'm randomly flicking through the channels. Saw it on MTV. And I thought to myself, like, what is this? Like, these people have been blessed to have money, fame, success, fans, creative career. You know what I'm saying? And then
it's because it sells.
They're sucking up to evil. They're sucking up to the devil. It's like, what is this all about? If you don't believe, when they all say they don't believe in anything, then don't make anything. Then don't make anything. Why would you make stuff about the devil if you don't believe in anything? It's stupid. It's just odd.
I quickly want to say, somebody said, don't ever put people off antidepressants. Sometimes they can be a lifesaver. Yes, they don't work for everyone, but therapy, etc., too, is so helpful. Yes, we did say that they do help. Just for me personally, they didn't do anything for me. I think that I was just long gone. I was too depressed. But like I said, it works for a lot of people. Otherwise, they wouldn't be a thing. So, yes, don't be scared off by them. Try them if you need to try them. Mm-hmm. For me personally, I tried 3 different ones and it didn't help.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll just quickly say now, you know, I don't think neither of us we weren't trying to put anyone off anything. My take is, but I agree with the therapy bit, 100% agree with the therapy bit. That is great to actually, with a good therapist, talk out your issues, because a lot of people, they're burying something they don't want to talk about. It's definitely good to, you know, get what you want out there. Because the therapists are best qualified. Even though I mentioned earlier, I pray to the Almighty and I send my troubles to Him. Usually, you know, that people might not believe it and it might not work for them. So, you know, therapy is a good thing as well. And it's good in general, whether you're a believer or not, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely a good thing there. And medication, if you need it, you know what I'm saying?
But yes, just to clear, we wasn't saying or trying to scare anybody off about antidepressants. They are great for some people. Personally, that wasn't good for me.
That's a great point there, Heather. I agree with that a lot. You know, for some reason, we've let out a lot of evil prisoners, which, wherever your politics lies, that doesn't make sense. You know, well, America does keep people behind bars, so I respect that an awful lot. You've got to keep people behind bars. You know, as much as there's evil people out there, I'm all about second chances, but you need to do your time. If you do something evil, in my opinion, like horrendous, you need to be in there forever. You know, and learn from your mistakes and have time to think about what you've done in a shit, horrible prison.
Yeah, it did seem like the UK were just letting so many people out.
Yeah, because it just puts the innocence on the line, man. It's scary, but there you go. It's just unfair, messed up world we live in. Better to live your dream in front of 10 and live some. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. But yeah, so Jimmy C, Decky's a hell of a guitar player. You know Decky? Are you?
No.
I was gonna. Good. I thought you been secretly grafting at the guitar.
No, I'm terrible.
I was about to say, can you play Money for Nothing? That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, you got a better chance of pigs flying, mate. I can't wait.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, with people being famous, and someone did put earlier, I think it was April putting about like, do these musicians get bad advice? And bro, to be honest with you, I got to be real. I have to respect that a lot of these people are famous when they're young. You know, Doja Cat was like, what, 22 when she started making music, maybe younger. Billie Eilish, 15, 16.
I was going to say she was young, man.
Yeah, I'm not like poo-pooing these people at all. You know, I'm not putting them down as people in the hearts. You know what I'm saying? Like they can come back and get better. But I'm just saying, if I was right in their circle, I'd say this was a big mistake. Don't make anything like this again. You know what I'm saying? Do not ever make anything worshipping the devil, like endorsing the devil, because it's just bad. You know, you can only lead to bad things in your life, in my opinion.
And that's the thing. It's like that sort of stuff sells, though. That's what people it pulls people in and gets more viewers. It gets more listeners. Even like sex as well. When you have like rap lyrics about, you know, sleeping with so many different women in one day and doing drugs and whatever, it all sells, and that is just why they do it so much.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe all that stuff will make money, selling your soul and all that jazz. But in my opinion, give me a Dire Straits album any day over a lot of the modern crap. It feels, when the Romeo and Juliet song, the way Mark Knopfler's singing and the guitar and the instrumental is far more powerful than people dancing with the devil and bloody some person rapping about how he's shagged 20 million women in 1 second and all this stuff.
I was going to say that I think the reason why I enjoy this older music so much is because it just feels like there's so much more effort put into it. It's not just like, oh, let's think of some random lyrics and smack it on a beat that somebody's just made on the computer. It just feels as if there's a lot more effort put into it. I would fucking love to be in a band, not gonna lie. I would absolutely love, since doing all this and the way that my music taste has changed and stuff, I would love to be in a band. Yeah,
that's fair, man. It does sound pretty cool, but you got to think as well, you got to spend all that time around the band members.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
It wouldn't bother you.
Just think, like, every day you're just waking up, being creative, making music, just doing what you love every day. And I know that it's not going to be the best glam life all the time. Like, you're going to have times where it's hard, but life is hard.
Because
it's hard.
I was going to laugh. Imagine starting a band with some of the people we went to college with. Smelly, small bloke. You got a problem? And
that.
No, but like, imagine. No, I'm just using that as an example. Imagine they're like sick musicians, but their personalities, you're like getting annoyed at each other all the time. You have to start playing with the right people.
If I was doing it with the guys from college, I'd probably have problem as like some backing vocals. Like, you got a problem as the song's going along.
Yeah, and Hulk Hogan as well.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He'd be rapping, but you wouldn't be able to understand him.
Is his stuff still on the internet?
I think it is, to be honest. I know you got content cop on him, and I felt so bad for it, man. I felt so bad for doing it.
Did you do that whilst we was at college?
Yeah,
I thought so. Yeah. You're going to have to send me a link to his channel once this finishes.
He did TikTok when it was first. He's called his channel something else now, but yeah, he is still on there now. He's got rid of a lot of the videos though.
Yeah.
And he's got a few TikTok shorts before TikTok was big. So he's got rid of a lot of the silly videos, which is a bit of a shame, but at least he's kept his actual somewhat semi-decent videos up and not just the ones where he's talking in the camera and being silly.
Are the songs on there?
Pardon?
Are the songs on there?
Yeah. I was surprised how many people at college tried to start YouTube channels. Like,
yes, I was thinking about this.
You got a problem, and his content was all right. It was all right gaming content, but he just said, I'm embarrassed by it, I don't like it. And I thought it was good. You had, well, I'm not saying his full name, obviously, but you had Luke. He did like one video and then packed it in, which is fair enough. He did a video saying, I'm making this channel, la-di-da-di-da, and then he packed it in. The little guy, I can say his first name, Mason.
He was doing vlogs.
Yeah, which they weren't half bad for it, because we was all 16, 17 at the time. They weren't half bad for some geezer who never made videos before and was 16, but then he packed that in. And I wish Smelly had done some videos, man. I think he could have been half decent at it, but he just.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, like, not long ago, how, like, everyone in that class at college was doing something with YouTube, and it was just like, I would never have thought that out of everyone, it would be me that got the successful channel.
Yeah, man. But that's how things work out. I mean, if I'd had to have guessed at the time, I would have said You Got a Problem would have got there because his videos are doing so well and gaming was booming at that point. But you found the niche.
I was going to say, I did change my videos. Like, the videos I was doing then are absolutely nothing like now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're a lot better than what some people was doing. Like, my videos were, I don't know what the hell I was doing, man. They
To
were
be
good.
fair,
I'm not even going to do what I was doing on them, but there were a lot of, they were like iDubbbz, but like put up to 10 million, but like there weren't, it wasn't talking, it was just like me going, "Bah," and just going mad on the camera.
See, like when I getting into YouTube, when it started to become more successful, I started seeing it as, okay, this can be massive. So I started looking at actual like analytics and numbers and how I can do this and how I can make this video better. Back then, it was just, oh, fuck it, I'll just upload a video. Like I wasn't taking it serious back then. Now, I treat this like a full-time job. Like I'm making sure, one, it's entertaining. One, I'm doing certain things. I'm making sure I'm hitting algorithms. Like it's mad. It's hard work. It really is. It's not as easy as just like sitting there and thinking, oh, you know what, today I'm just going to post this video.
Yeah. And you're not, again, as much as I'm a somewhat fan of Critical, he makes objectively good content, but I'm not really into what he does anymore. It's pretty good, but it's just he does too many videos, man. He can just sit there, talk about anything, and he'll get millions of views.
I saw that. I think he did one before, and I can't remember what the actual topic of the video was, but it was quite literally just the most random shit, and it had like 2 million views on it.
Yeah. Crazy. Very respectful from Gail there. Moles, you're popular because you really are different from other creators. I mean, from others. And come at it, honestly. Fair play.
Thank you very much.
Might be too American of a comment, but I feel the Great Pumpkin would visit MollyBoy TV.
It's very sincere. The Great Pumpkin is in Donald Trump.
I didn't know that was his nickname, the Great Pumpkin.
That's what they call him, don't they? Because of his skin.
Oh,
like, he's usually quite orange.
Yeah, that would be pretty banterous if you did a collab with a politician. That would be pretty funny. But I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's difficult to get people on podcasts. I know that Donald has done a few podcasts. He's been on the Jowry and other people stuff. But a lot of politicians, they just want to keep it all under wraps. I mean, you do get politicians doing like interviews with news outlets for a lot of money. But you know, it's very difficult to get politicians on podcasts, man. Very, very difficult.
Wait, they're not even on about Donald Trump. They're on about from Peanuts.
Oh crap! Sorry about that, then, everyone. Have a great day, everyone. You too. Yeah, I mean, I guess who from Peanuts? Sorry, no, from Peanuts. Whoever this great pumpkin is, the Peanuts Thanksgiving special. Oh, Charlie Brown. Oh,
so there's me saying Donald Trump. What do they? Oh no, they call him the Big Orange, don't they? Not the Big Pumpkin. I thought he was on about Donald Trump.
The honesty and interaction between your followers is why you are popular. The Great Pumpkin equals a Donald. Yeah, I mean...
No, I'm not even trying to be offensive. I've literally seen comments of people calling Donald Trump an orange. So I thought, because pumpkins are orange, I thought that's why he was on about Donald Trump.
And there's a few other orange people out there. Dolph Ziggler's quite an orange guy, the wrestler. And who's the other one? David Dickinson, but obviously most of you aren't.
You know. Yeah.
He's very... I don't know if he's got fake tan or whatever.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
He's such a funny dude, man, because I used to watch Dickinson's Real Deal a lot. Like some of my family used to love it. And I just loved how he'd like come along and just fob them off and say, "Oh, you don't listen to the buyers. Don't listen to the buyers. Just listen to me. Sell that at auction now." And then it would do shit, and it would do like get sold for like £1, and the offer was like 70, and he'd go, "Oh well, you win some, lose some. I can't always be right." And I thought, what a legend! He just loves walking around fobbing people off and not letting the bloody people who buy the stuff off him do their job. It's quite funny. But it's called David Dickinson's Real Deal, isn't it? So
I don't even think that's on the TV still anymore, is it?
I don't know. When I've been to my grandparents sometimes, there's been flog it on quite a bit, which that's annoying because a lot of the bloody people on there, they never make money, man. So they have their own stuff they sell, and the buyer goes and buys like something from a random shop, and it's useless tat, and then it sells for nothing, and you just think like, you're wasting this person's money here. Like, I don't know. They're just a bunch of scammers, aren't they? On those shows.
They are quite funny to watch, though.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Porn Stars?
Nah.
It's basically like like Cash Converters, Cash Generator. It's like one of those stores, but in Las Vegas. And we drove past it, and there was like a big queue outside and stuff. It was mad. It's a good show. They get quite a few famous people on there and quite a few expensive stuff. Like they'll be buying things for like $1 million sometimes.
Okay, interesting. Fair enough. And I've seen that Storage Hunters where it's just everyone arguing with each other 24/7.
Yeah.
I was going to ask as well something I've been meaning to ask. Will you ever stream games again?
I would love to, but not anytime soon because I can't do it here. I'd have to stream through the night because that's when I get my most viewers, and it's just not convenient with living here. But maybe once I've done the traveling and I'm back, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be out as well, so I gotta stream it, man. I gotta try and get some. Gotta try and make some money off that game. Do you know how many millionaires were made from GTA 5?
Mad amounts.
Like, if I can get on that train, I am.
Yeah, man. Don't blame you. And what's the other? It would be cool if you could play like Oblivion. That's quite a classic game, and maybe some of the Fallout games.
Yeah. I don't really know what Oblivion is, but I obviously know Fallout.
It's like Fallout, but in medieval times.
Okay.
Like more fantasy and wizards and all that crap.
That'll be quite good. Did you ever play the Harry Potter one? Shit, what was it called?
Nah. Never played any Harry Potter games.
It was all right, but then like halfway through, I got bored, man.
Yeah. Was it Hogwarts Legacy? Was it?
Yes, that's the one. I'm currently playing Bully again.
Oh yeah, everyone loves that. I've never played it, but everyone says it's a cool classic, don't they?
Brilliant game. I kind of wish Rockstar would do more games other than just Red Dead and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when the hell the next Red Dead's coming. Obviously, with Grand Theft Auto, they put all the effort into it, but it would be nice to just see them do, something else, man. Just like an off the cuff, like like Bully and
like LA Noire and stuff like that.
I just want to say quickly, it seems there's a lot of money in Minecraft. There is, but bro, the Minecraft community, they all seem like perverts, man. There's always stuff coming out about all of them, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's very oversaturated as well. I think gaming as a whole is very oversaturated.
I think streaming's okay, but if you're just making like pure gaming videos, I think a lot of them, unless it's like, what's that guy's name? The Donkey, this bloke who does gaming videos. Can't remember his name, but he plays the game, but he does it in such a good way, and it's so well edited that he gets a lot of views.
Yeah, I think you can't just be uploading just gameplay of games anymore. Like, it's very difficult. Some of the gaming videos that I watch, the editing on them is so like advanced.
Mm-hmm. I think the best thing to do for people who want to do gaming content is either streaming or reviewing games or talking about games and the gaming industry. Yeah, that's where the views are at.
And when streaming, the best thing to do is don't just stream, clip the streams as well. Upload the streams to TikTok, to YouTube Shorts. That's where you're going to get the most viewers, and that's where you're going to get more fans coming in. Yeah,
100%, man. I was going to ask as well, are you still enjoying YouTube as a job?
Oh, yes. Don't get me wrong. There's been times where it's been very fucking stressful and I've panicked, and it's sometimes made me feel like shit, but I wouldn't want to do anything else. This is, for one, I get to do what I love. I get to listen to music, I get to find new music, but two, it's just, for my age, it's my dream job, and I've got all this what is the word? Like, I'm not tied down to anyone. Like, I don't have a boss. So, if I do wake up one morning and think, you know what, I'm gonna go here today, I can just go. I don't have to be like, oh, but I've got to go to work.
Yeah. And you don't have to deal with any complaints as well. It's just
I get the complaints sometimes in the comments, but very rarely, and I just don't listen.
Yeah.
Don't listen at all.
Yeah, man. Just got to
if you're, like, if this channel was to take off, would you do this full time?
Just podcasting?
Yeah.
Would
you think you'd get bored?
I think making normal videos I probably enjoy more, to be honest. With podcasting, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much. I just think another podcast. I mean, obviously, I'm very thankful that you've come on. I've got a few other people in mind who I want to ask soon. I've been watching content, but obviously, bro, you've been like the easiest guest to get on, man. On the previous podcast, you was on like 6 podcasts, bro. Most of the guests I've tried, even ones that have come on, it's been difficult, man. It hasn't been easy. So it'll be like a lot of me trying to like get in contact with people, messaging people. I'll just be like, I'll probably get fed up. So no, I wouldn't want to do this full time if I'm being real with you.
I think that a lot of people, when they get a little bit of a popularity, it goes to their head really bad as well. Like right now, like after this, I'm going to carry on editing my video for tomorrow, but I didn't have anything planned for today, so why not just jump on, help a friend out, and
Yeah.
do a podcast for a few hours?
Yeah, man. And everyone that we've done, in my opinion, is apart from that first one, episode 60, all the other ones where it's been like our faces on the podcast talking, they've absolutely slapped, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've been great.
There's always something to talk about as well.
Yeah, 100%. And I guess with other, I feel like it would get to a point where if I was doing it full time, like I'm only trying to get guests on now that I really want to get on that for the beer discussion with. If it's just some random celebrity, I honestly probably wouldn't want to talk to them. Like, I'll just be like, unless they're doing something I'm interested in, I probably wouldn't be that bothered. I mean, I tried to get in touch with this MMA fighter to come on, and he said, "Yeah, I'll sort you out. Don't worry, I'll come on." Then he doesn't come on my podcast, and I say, I follow up, and then he just ignores me. And then he goes on someone else's podcast, and I just think, all right, then, nice one, but don't agree to it in the first place. Then
I think the good thing about like the gaming videos that you do is that if they were to take off, and obviously you get views from them and stuff, and you can get them monetized, because you've got to put a lot of effort into it, you'd only have to do like one a week, maybe like one every 2 weeks, and you'd still make a living from it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I could just sit and edit, I'd probably be able to. Well, I've got a lot of different topics I'll be able to talk about as well, and most of the videos would only need to be 10 to 20 minutes. The only reason I've made an hour-long Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga review and a Red Dead video that's going on so long is just because I have so much to say about the games. Other games will only be like 15 minutes to half an hour, if I had to guess, like full-on game reviews. Then game discussion videos would probably be 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I had an idea of, so you know how I do like first time hearing videos for songs I haven't heard before. I wanted to do first time playing videos of games I've never played, because there's a lot of massive games that I've never even tried. Red Dead 1, for example. I haven't played Red Dead 1. Red Dead 2 I have played, so I can't do that. But there's just loads. Like, I'd love to do a first time playing series and shit like that.
You know how you've shed a tear at some music? Did you shed any tears at Red Dead Redemption 2?
No, but the ending that I got, the ending was very like, fuck, I was really gutted, man.
Right, did you have a low honor ending?
Yeah.
Gutted, bro. What, mate?
Yeah.
You got your high honor's 10 times better, man. Low honor's just like...
My ending was...
Mike
shot me in the head.
You're not better than me, Arthur!
Yeah.
Whatever you say, you damn fool!
And they just popped me off. That was my ending. Because I knew how the game ended. I knew that Arthur was going to die eventually. But then I didn't realise that depending on what your honor is, determines what ending you get. So I'm sitting there waiting to, die peacefully, looking out into the sunset. And he just fucking shoots me in the
head. Yeah, never mind.
But I kind of like how it still carries on after that. Like, he plays John Marston. It's good.
Yeah, and then you get your revenge. But bro, high honor has some very emotional, amazing scenes. Low honor is just like gritty and rough, and I guess more to how a cowboy would probably react to that situation.
I should have, to be honest, I should have known I was going to get the low honor ending when, like, I kept getting like those little flashbacks or whatever of the wolf walking past.
Yeah. Now, one thing I wanted to do, probably should have done it earlier, but you know what? Oh no, I really want to promote my mate's channels and my own channel quickly, but my mate George, he makes some stupid bloody videos. You know what? I'm a good loyal. Well, I try my best to be a good loyal friend. Shout out to my co-host. The first co-host is George GC. This is his channel, DWBoy14. He has some very silly videos, is all I'm going to bloody say. He seems to put me in a lot of them to bloody wind me up. Just silly edits, but there you go. This is his channel. Check him out. He means well. He just asks around. Now I'm going to get my mate, the gaming channel, Liam. He makes more serious videos. I'm just going to get him up quickly, then I'll get my other channel. Sorry for the shameless plug, but I just think I got to grab life by the lemons, I guess, and just try and promote. Oh, if it's okay with you,
I ain't bothered.
Sick, man. Well, technically, I've already done it now, so I should have asked beforehand. But yeah, I'm just trying to get my mate Liam's channel. Lego Star Wars 2.
The only thing I will say is that I'm not sure how much my viewers are going to be interested in those videos.
They definitely won't be interested in George's stuff, but I want to try and help my mate, I guess. Here's Liam's channel. It is gaming related content, similar to mine. Some jokey comedy videos here, gameplay, and then you've got more serious stuff, you know, worth reviewing. Does this deserve a remaster? Is this worth playing? Is this SpongeBob SquarePants the movie game worth playing? Is Republic Commando worth playing? And all that type of stuff. I will just get my channel up quickly as well. You'll only take me 1 second. And this is... Oh, shit. Oh, bloody hell, I looked it up wrong, sorry. I thought I looked it up and then it was gone. I thought, bloody hell, why is it not there? What's happened? Here we go, James the Coltrane. So this is it. I will just get it up momentarily. And this is my channel. And these are the videos that I make. I haven't done many videos. This is definitely my best one. I put a lot of effort into this one. And the rest are all right. I'm gutted this got the most views, though. Although that was my intention. I was just trying to capitalise on a big meme at the time that was getting hundreds of millions of views. But yeah, this is definitely my best video. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly shout out those channels just to be 100% set. Well, just to, get it out there and give the co-hosts a bit of clout. I don't know if I'd advise checking out George's channel, but definitely check out Liam's channel, which was TGC, and my channel, which was James the Coltrane.
Here's a question then for the people that are watching. What's your favorite sort of video to watch on YouTube? I have a feeling that majority of you are going to say reaction videos, but I want to see if there's anything that you guys watch that isn't reaction videos. I like watching stuff like car videos. I like watching gaming videos. I'm actually really enjoying watching this dude who plays on the slot machines in Las Vegas, because he does like $500 spins. I can't afford that. So at least I can watch him do it and I'll just live through him instead.
Julie G's book, travel.
Concert videos, travel.
Video.
Food challenges.
Oh, yeah. Beard versus Foodie. Sick of that. Ton of history documentary. That's good.
Yes.
Past. The rock and roll concerts or something like that. Science education. Very good. Arming the mind. Getting smarter.
I do like watching like little documentaries as well and like history stuff.
Fair play, reaction animal. I think I was watching a lot of animal videos in COVID, man. They were so peaceful just watching like guinea pigs and dogs running around and all that stuff.
Hey, Mr. Handpay, yes, that's the one that I watch. I like his videos, man. He's quite good. And he posts every single day. How do you have that? How does he have that much money to play on slot machines to post a video every day? And he gives money away to people as well and gets them to play with the money. And then whatever they win, they get to keep and stuff like that.
What a mad geezer.
He must just have like won the lottery or done very well in life.
His description says, "Let's get rowdy." The content displayed on this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Damn, bro, he works his ass off, bro. Fair play to him. 3,200 videos, bro. What a grafter, man. Fair play to him.
The amount of money he must be making from YouTube as well is crazy.
So to be honest, see you later, Deck, and the rest, Jimmy.
See you later, Tampa. Thank you for joining.
Peace out. During COVID, the Tiger King. Oh, yeah, a lot of people.
Oh, my God, yeah. He sold his paving business a while ago. Oh, okay. There's a channel with British high schoolers trying American food with their headmaster. I think I've seen that. Casual Geographic has paranormal videos. Oh, wow. Don't even get me started. I love paranormal channels. I absolutely love them. There's a lot of them, I will say, though, that I do not believe. And I think it's all just... It's like you'll watch a video and every video something crazy will happen.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I like the ones where sometimes nothing happens. It just makes it feel more authentic.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that? Do you believe in the paranormal and stuff?
Difficult one, really. I mean, at the end of the day, right, I think, you know, the Almighty and the Divine can interact and do whatever he wants. He's just taking a back seat to what's happening. When it comes to spirits and stuff, I personally believe that they get him to send people signs at certain points. I don't think people are sending signs themselves, otherwise they might be sending them all the time. I could be wrong, maybe spirits do have the power to send signs. But I feel like you know, with things like demonic things and all that type of stuff, I feel like that's just the devil whispering stuff. I don't think he can make things happen in front of you. I think he just whispers things in people's ears and they might believe it or not. But that's just my opinion with the paranormal. So I believe God can do what he wants, but I don't believe any other being can do what they want when it comes to making paranormal things happen.
Quick question for the viewers. If I started doing paranormal videos, obviously I wouldn't do it on my channel. I'd do it on a separate channel. But would you watch it? Because I've mentioned this before and so many people was like, yes, I love paranormal videos. And there is one place in particular by me that is now abandoned, but it's got like security around it and stuff. And I genuinely think if I tried my hardest, I could get access to the building. It used to be a swimming baths. Fucking fly, man. It used to be a swimming baths, and it's supposed to be really haunted because there's all tunnels underneath. And apparently sometimes they hear like footsteps down there. They hear like World War II soldiers, all that sort of stuff. So if that's something you'd want to see, I would definitely give it a go. I might get scared and only do it once, but who knows?
Yeah. I mean, even though I don't really believe that most like spirits can even do anything like that, I probably would be scared. Like people have said, would you sleep in a room with like a bunch of scary looking dolls and horror memorabilia for £1,000? No, bro, I don't want any of that smoke. I'd be terrified. So it does scare me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think the thing that you should be most scared of when doing this sort of stuff, especially in abandoned buildings, is people who are in there doing drugs and stuff, not spirits.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, 100% there, because they can actually kill you.
It's like we went to one. Me and Storm did actually it was about a year ago, and we went at like 1 o'clock in the morning. It was pitch black, and I was like, I don't feel safe here at night, not because of ghosts, but because I don't know who's in this building.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Reaction videos are my favourite, but I watch a lot of game videos with my 19-year-old son. He has his own channel, Gaming and Skits. That's nice that you watch videos with your kids. A lot of parents, you know, a lot of kids are like, nah, I want to watch it. I don't want to watch it with you. So that's real nice and wholesome, Kathy. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I suppose I'm not, but I'm just saying my opinion. Obviously, everyone's opinion on the paranormal stuff is valid. I would never call anyone silly or daft for believing in ghosts or believing something happened or seeing something. I would never do that. You know, everyone's got to be respectful of people's beliefs. Obviously, there's a difference between saying I saw aliens in the sky and they probed me for 2 hours after a bright light. There's a difference between that and saying I saw something.
Yeah.
But, we've all got our own perspectives, and we've all, you know, I think I don't know if I mentioned this before, but before I became, you know, like before I started following Jesus a lot more, years ago I had this dream of my mate's house, and I'd never been to that geezer's house before, and then I went there 2 years after I had this dream, and it was the front room, the living room, and the patio was exactly how it was in the dream.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
And I was like, how is this possible? How did this happen? How can I? He's never described his house to me. How did this happen? So it was one of the weirdest things ever. And I've had horrible sleep paralysis where it's felt like demons have been whispering in my ear. I hated that. I had this one where this demon was like pressing. It felt like there was 500 pounds on this right shoulder. And it was whispering stuff in my ear. And I didn't know what to do. I thought I was dying or something. And I just sort of was like, ah. And then I got up. There was one where I was I had sleep paralysis. And this big figure was standing over me. This big like silhouette shaped figure. And I was I opened my eyes and I couldn't move. And I was just saying, come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker. And he just was standing there. And then I punched it like this. My sleep paralysis wore off and I punched it. And then it just flung off into like a load of lasers. It was really strange, man. And I just went back to sleep.
I've had sleep paralysis a couple of times, but I've never had it like that. Never anything scary.
Bro, it's terrifying, man. But I guess I had one as well. Actually, it's not. I had one where this person was pushing my door open and was saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And it was a really old voice. And I was trying to get up and I couldn't speak. And I was trying to like say, "Go away."
Oh,
and
fuck.
That person, like, fortunately, this was before that person, unfortunately, sadly passed away. If that had been after that person had passed away, I would have absolutely shit a bucket.
Yeah.
I would have felt like I was in a horror film at the time. It was horrible. But unfortunately, that person did pass away. They were somewhat old. It wasn't anyone I knew. It was someone who one of my friends knew. But I'm not going to say who it was. I don't want to go into detail because it's quite sad. But yeah, that was a really trippy dream, sleep paralysis moment. So we all do. Although I only believe God can influence things and make things happen like that, we all have had peculiar experiences when it comes to that.
I've had some fucking weird experiences that I cannot explain, and I'm quite a logical person. Like I'll be like, oh, it was the wind or something like that. But there's been one or two things where I've been like, okay, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Very scary.
100%, man. So there's a couple more questions. Will you ever make music again? If so, what genre would you choose? What genre would you choose?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to be in a band, and I'd love to do something in rock. Problem is, I don't know anyone that can play instruments, so probably will never happen.
Yeah, you never know, man. You never know. Some fans could say, Molly, well, Deck, I want you to, I want to start a band with you, and it could just roll from there.
Hopefully. I mean, even if I started a band, I don't care if it never gets anywhere. I just want to do it because I just want to make music. Like, that's the sort of person I am.
Yeah, for sure. You want to get something good out there, especially with all the modern rubbish. And so you go to the meet-up with the band members, and it turns out to be Smelly, Little Man, and you got a problem.
Oh, God.
You'd be happy.
To be honest, I'd just be like, you know what? Maybe it isn't for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you there. Are there many bands and artists you've thought, oh man, I don't want to give this a listen, but I'll give it a go? So when people have said, you know, listen to this band, have you thought, I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway?
Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But that only stems back to I knew people who liked the band, and this goes back to Devon. Left Devon, wasn't talking to these people anymore. Then people started asking me to do Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I was like, I just associate the band with them, so I don't really want to do it. I ended up doing it, and then I actually thought, you know what, actually, they're actually quite good. So that was one of them. There's probably got to be more.
Fair dues.
Shit, I don't know. There's probably been a few times where I've thought, like, surely this isn't going to do very well, and it surprises me. Prime example, yesterday, Simon and Garfunkel. After I listened to the song, I thought to myself, you know what? Is this a little bit too slow for my viewers? It's the best video I've ever done. Yeah,
I need to watch that one, man. In preparation, I watched the Gimme Shelter. I was really glad with how much you like that one and the stuff about the 70s, how it's like you're in a Vietnam scene or something. That was really cool. And I like obviously I like the Clash because I was like, yes, you listen to this one, so I watched that one. But yeah, I've just been fan of social media, like I say. If you could move anywhere in the world, where are you choosing?
Somewhere in America. I'm not sure on the state yet. I do like Nevada a lot, but it depending on what state you're in, depends on how much the houses are. Yeah. It all depends on what I can afford. If I get seriously lucky and I've got hundreds of thousands, millions, whatever, then yeah, I'd go to Nevada. If not, then I'd choose a different state.
Fair play.
I know that you want to go to New Zealand.
No, well, I'd like to visit there, but I don't know if I told you, but I changed my mind. I'm trying to learn Finnish and go to Finland instead. There's certain things about the place that I've. It seems like an amazing place to visit. I'm sure a lot of people are happy there, but
isn't Finland like really hard to like live in as well? Though, like if you're not from Finland, it's hard to get into there.
You just sort of have to keep applying for jobs. But if I don't get it there, the main reason is I wanted to be. I thought to myself, I don't want to be on the other side of the world where everyone I know is in a different time zone. So if I want to do a gaming session, do a podcast, FaceTime my family, I thought I'm going to get I'm not trying to suck up to myself. I can deal with like loneliness decently. Like I pray a lot and stuff, and I feel all right. Being on the other side of the world, not being able to have a laugh with people, do video calls with my family, I'll probably get very fed up and down. So I'd rather, and I thought, where do I really like in Europe, which is only an hour away? Yeah, Finland seems real nice, but obviously it is difficult to move to, and the language. I'm trying to learn the language, and that's very difficult. But if that doesn't work out, I'll probably try and move to Devon instead, or something, or maybe the Isle of Man. America seems really cool, like Maine or New Hampshire or Iowa. But again, it's the whole being 7 hours ahead. I just wouldn't want to. 7 hours behind. I just get very. I just feel I want to be able to still talk to my family and have a lot of communication with them, like a few times a week on FaceTime. And that's just
the problem as well. Yeah, that's the problem with like Nevada as well. It's 8 hours behind, so
yeah,
it's going to be hard to talk to people. But I think actually thinking about it, another place that I would live is Spain, because again, like you just said, not very far away. I love the language.
Yeah.
I love the culture. So I'd go
North
to
Spain seems very nice, like San Sebastian, Bilbao. And I've been to like Cadiz and Cartagena, amazing. Gibraltar, you can just move there, man. You can just go there with your visa, with your British passport, sorry, and just live there.
I like Gibraltar. Gibraltar's nice. It's just not very big.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a bit small. I thought everyone was hyping it up to me because I went there and I thought, you know what, it's just.
Oh, you've been to Gibraltar?
Yeah. I went there and I thought, this just feels like another place in Devon. I wasn't really that bothered about it, to be honest. But Cartagena and Cadiz is beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Man, it's a very cool state. Yeah, it seems it. My mate, the robot, his brothers moved there and he seemed, and he loves it there. Sweden is great. I don't know. I've heard Lund's really nice and most of it's pretty cool. I've heard Malmo's quite dangerous, but I've heard a lot of Sweden is fairly all right. I've lived in New Hampshire. It's a beautiful state, tons of trees and ocean, quite a bit of snow in the winters. Yeah, it's just, and I thought of Quebec as well. That seems like a great place, like Quebec City, but learning French is difficult, and Canadian French is different to normal French, so that's something else on top of something else.
I hated learning French at school.
Yeah, and again, being like hours ahead of as well. It's just difficult, man. And again, Japan seems really cool to me in Singapore, but again, it's hours ahead, and Japan's work-life balance is atrocious. Yeah. But yeah, I was going to say, with French and German in school and things like that, bro, all they teach you how to say is, hello, how are you, goodbye, my name is James, I like swimming, bye-bye.
I'm going bowling.
Yeah, it's like, well, that's not very good if you go to Germany, is it? Yeah. Or Spain, or France, like, goodness gracious. Loved upstate New York. Yeah, I've heard, I've heard upper New York's like nice, like Clarkstown and Congers and all that. But if you mean upstate, that's like Albany, isn't it? And where's that other one, Buffalo or whatever?
I've got a friend that lives in upstate New York. He was the one that came over with me to the Black Sabbath concert.
Yeah. Oh, cool. French, Quebec French is different to the rest of Canada too. Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, I think I might have one more question left. I can't remember. I've asked all the questions. Again. It's my fault. I do have to be up early for work tomorrow. I got to be in for 7, and I'm finishing at 6:45, so that'll be a fun shift.
To be honest, I got to get cracking on this editing as well, man. I need to get it finished.
Yeah, but what I'm glad about is that this has been the longest podcast of the Banterous Hour, so I'm very happy with that.
And potentially the most viewed.
Yeah, I'm predicting it will end up being the most viewed, definitely. I think it's nearly there now. If I check the viewers now, I think it's like definitely the most concurrent views because I think got up to like 77 at one point. I'm not entirely sure, but I am extremely fortunate and grateful for that. Grateful for the comments and the people commenting and no bias. It does seem like a very sound, cool community of fans. So I'm thankful for your respect, you know, all the people commenting, all the respect. I'm incredibly thankful for that and the subscribers to the channel as well on 335 subs. So incredibly grateful for that as well. I'll just quickly check the views one moment. I cannot believe it. It is 593. So that's like the second most viewed podcast already right now.
And it's not even ended yet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I am extremely hyped. Thank you, Jimmy. No worries. Had a blast. That's very good to hear. Good night.
Yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. Well, I really appreciate that you guys have came over from Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, whatever it is that you've came over from. Thank you for being here. You've definitely helped with entertaining the podcast, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, but by far the most comments I've ever had anywhere with any type of content ever, and it's good that there were interesting, insightful discussion, thought-provoking comments, and not, just like mad silliness or going mad at everything. It was interesting, good discussions. So, like I say, thank you all very much for that. I guess I just want to, as you're the guest, I just want to give you the floor if you have anything you want to say. So the floor is yours.
You already know I'm uploading tomorrow. The mini documentary is coming out tomorrow. If you can please watch that, I really appreciate it. I've put a lot of effort into this one. The most effort I've actually put into a video before. So I really hope people enjoy it and people watch it. Like I said, I'm very, very grateful for you all being here. And yeah, I can't wait to post more videos for you and just get cracking on this YouTube shit, man. We need to get more videos out, get more subscribers, 200K. We're about to do it. I love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, what time?
Shit. Okay, the documentary will probably be the last video of tomorrow, so there'll be 2 reactions, 1 documentary. So 8 half an hour. It'll be 10:30 p.m. UK time is when it will be released. You'll see anyway because I'll have it premiered and stuff, so you'll be able to see when it's going to post.
Well, we'll nicely end that one there then. Like I say, thank you for watching. Peace out. Have a good one. See you. Laters.